Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find the Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, happy Friday, June 2nd, 2023, the Monty Show, live on your YouTube machine of choice. How the heck are you? Hey, we start the show out every Friday from here on out. Just saying thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting the like button right now. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a show. We thank you so much. Guys like LB Seminole, who's the first one in today. LB, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Patrick Bourne, as always, pretty average to see you. C. Kaufman, you know, the regulars.
Yeah.
And then there's Jake.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Jake, for being here, I guess. The Monty Show, as always, is presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com.
I just want to thank you all.
The best injury attorneys in the business are The Advocates. You know, the thing I love about The Advocates is it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You have a life to live. Things happen in your life where you need somebody to fight for you, to be your advocate. That's why you go to theadvocates.com, utahadvocates.com, where you heard it work today. Hey, did you slip and fall? Hey, did you get in a car accident? Were you injured? You didn't deserve to get injured. You didn't deserve to get hit while you were riding your motorcycle or working your job today. But you do deserve an advocate at theadvocates.com. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show when you chat with them live online for free, because at The Advocates, you don't pay unless and until they win your case at theadvocates.com. So, as per usual, we would start with, as the Pac-12 burns. Well, that was until Brett Yormark dropped bombs all over the Pac-12 today when he announced that the Big 12 delivered $44 million per school in revenue. And that number has to be shocking to the rest of the college football world. But if you are in the San Francisco Bay Area at the Pac-12 headquarters and you hear, Jake, that the Big 12 is getting $44 million per school before the 4 new teams enter the league, my goodness, that has to be earth-shattering for Brett Yormark to deliver that to George Kliavkoff, like that's just shocking news for the Pac-12.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to start filing the paperwork now, or how long do we want to wait to start working on moving to the Big 12? Because this has been the crux of the conversation the whole time. We can sit here and we can beat around the bush and we can talk about, the Conference of Champions, and we can talk about how, these different options might work for us or whatever. But there's no getting away from $440 million spread across 10 members.
Man.
Like, there's nothing to talk about here. I don't want to hear that the Pac-12 is going to be able to make it work, and we're all 10 of our members are together. This is precisely the dagger that we have been waiting for, because again, it's too logical at this point. You don't have a deal. The Big 12's got a deal. The Big 12's stacking cash. The Big 12 is doing events. The Big 12's doing everything that you wish you could be doing. And the Big 12 is doing everything that your member institutions wish that they got to do. So what really are we looking at here? It's all fine and dandy that that's the number for the Big 12. That's not even the conversation at this point. The conversation is, holy cow, we don't have a TV deal. It's June 2nd. You've been telling me since last November, October-ish, that everything was fine. No, the house isn't burning down. You just smell fire on the stove, right? Like, it's cool. Not anymore, dude. Like, now it's getting real. Big 12 schools are making, $44 million, man, a year.
And that's before the 4 new teams in the new TV deal. I mean, you're looking at a $50 million. And I think, really, if you are the Big 12 and you are savvy about expansion, and we're going to talk about that in a minute because we talked to a very highly placed source at the conference today who gave us some intel on really what the blueprint is. I think the Big 12 is looking at not 50, but $60 million per school. And if you are the Pac-12 and you are Arizona State, Colorado, Utah, Oregon State, if you're Gonzaga, I don't know how you are not trying to find a pen right now and put it on a piece of paper, sign your grants of rights in the Big 12. Like, I honestly don't know why you haven't done that yet. Mm-hmm. And especially now that you see these numbers, and these numbers are not flukes. These numbers that we're talking about, that's real cash in your pocket when you're talking about $40, $50, $60 million per school. That's potentially 3 times the number that could be coming to the Pac-12. And if you look at the TV deal and you look at what the potential of the TV deal is, and we've been talking about, $20 million a school, you're at least 55, 60% short of what the Big 12 is at. Mm-hmm. And then you make more money, you add more teams. If they get to $60 million, it's over. I think it's over now.
Yeah.
But if you get to $60 million, there's not even a discussion to be had. And I think the biggest question now is, what does somebody like Colorado or Arizona say when they see that each school in the Big 12 got $44 million, yet you in the Pac-12 are paying a rebate to Comcast? You in the Pac-12 now are dealing with a lawsuit from the Holiday Bowl at the conference level and at UCLA. You're losing Los Angeles. You're losing ad and brand revenue. The losses at some point just become too much to bear, Jake. And I truly believe that we are talking about days and weeks before we see significant change in the structure of the Pac-12.
Yeah, I just think that there's no getting around it. I mean, you see the numbers come out, and if you're a Pac-12 school, you're like, damn. Like, how much are we not making? Like, damn, I'm Deion Sanders. Damn, I'm Colorado. Hey, I'm Arizona State. I'm Washington, Oregon. Like, these schools, even if you're a school that, if you're Washington and Oregon trying to go to the Big 10, you look at the Big 12's number and you're like, yeah, wow, man, they're making progress. And by the way, if ASU and Arizona, Colorado and Utah, let's say, join in addition to a school like Gonzaga, the conference is done. I'm over this concept of, the Pac might just be changing. Like, they may lose half the conference, but they'll still be fine. Oh. No, dude, you're not going to be fine because, again, when the discrepancy is this much, and this is what I was talking about on the showroom yesterday. Okay, if your TV deal is, let's say, $20 million a school, right? And then with the college football playoff and the tournament and, like, you know, basically postseason for both sports, you could get to, let's say, 30 a year. You're still 20 million at a minimum, if not 30 million behind, dude. Like, there's just not much to work with here. And this is the price you pay for having Larry Scott as your commissioner, then hiring George Kliavkoff, and thinking it's just going to be fine. Things don't just happen on their own. Things don't just magically get done. And I feel like Pac-12 presidents are starting to realize that somehow. Like, they're just starting to understand that, dude, like, we have to be aggressive. We have, like the Conference of Champions crap is over. Like, the idea that you're going to sit here and say, well, hey, yes, we prioritize education, and I'm with that, but this TV situation and really this lack of revenue problem we have, it could all be solved if we would just jump. And that's why I think we will see change.
But what is it that's going to push somebody over the edge? Because I think the brand you need to be talking about right now is Gonzaga basketball. I mean, you look at this news. We talked to a well-placed source at the Big 12 today who confirmed for us that the Big 12 is going to take college basketball and make it its own business unit. And I think that is absolutely a shot over the bow of Gonzaga. They want Gonzaga to come in and be one of the new big brands in the Big 12. And furthermore, I think there's a real chance that you're going to start seeing the Big 12 not adding, expansion teams or teams in expansion, as groups. I think from what we were told today, you can look at Gonzaga as a one-off because they're going into the basketball business. That's fine. Hey, we can add Gonzaga as a standalone because that's in our basketball business. We need the four corner schools, but we're also going to take in UConn. UConn plays football. You're going to start seeing the Big 12 operate that way.
Yeah.
And I think when you look at these spring business meetings, what we were told today is that they absolutely, as a conference, all of these members are in alignment that, guess what? We are going to have a basketball unit and a football unit, and those are going to be two independently operated business sectors for us. And I think it's absolutely brilliant because now you're talking about delivering revenue streams in basketball, revenue streams in football. So how do you pull Gonzaga away from everybody else who is obviously chasing them? Hey, you know what? It's not just I understand you're going to get, let's call it $20 million in TV revenue instead of a full share at 31.7, but you're actually going to make $50 million a season on your basketball program because we're in Mexico City, because we're at Rucker Park, which is a basketball only initiative. We're doing all this stuff. And I was told international reach is just the beginning, with Mexico being just the beginning, that they are targeting Mexico, Central America, and Europe as big, big expansion points for reach and brand awareness, recruiting, talent, partnerships. This is just the beginning with Big 12 basketball. And I think this is the future of college athletics. When we talk about revenue, you can no longer rely on your grant of rights and your TV money to be the sole revenue source that powers your athletic department. That's just not realistic anymore. I think especially in basketball with the one-and-done epidemic that's going on in college basketball, and you look at the way the game has changed just over the last decade, you see teams like San Diego State, certainly, I don't know, would you call them a mid-major? You would say, a group of five in the Mountain West going all the way to the NCAA championship basketball game. Like, that is a significant achievement, but I think it's also a significant loss of revenue for the NCAA. Well, now you need to offset that. And I think you're seeing the Big 12 offsetting that as a group by generating more revenue and splitting basketball off as a business model, Jake. I think it's absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah, and I think that it makes it so that, expansion doesn't have to be this thing where it's like, hey, we're gonna add like 10 teams right now, and then a month from now we're not gonna add anybody. Like, I think that's how the masses think of expansion. Like, if you're gonna expand, you got to expand and you got to add, 5, 6, 7 teams at once. In the Big 12 case, this last time around 4 teams. And then that's it, as if, you couldn't expand more. And I think the Big 12 wants that flexibility to be like, hey, yep, we're going to add Gonzaga, but then we're also working on this bigger initiative in football. And they want to make it so that the Big 12 umbrella encompasses different business units so that they can operate individually inside of those units. And I think it makes great sense because, again, what are these conferences? What are these institutions? They are corporations. They are businesses. I'm tired of these businesses being regarded as universities and schools. Does schooling happen? Yes. Does schooling give a damn about what happens on a football field or in the front office of a sports department? No.
No.
We're not talking about the classroom.
I totally agree. Matt Ritson gives us a $5 tip to say Big 12 hit the big jackpot, big money, while Pac-12 hit all lemons. But I don't even think it is that. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And SEC fan that's been crawling up my ass for the last 3 days over this play 9 games. Like a guy was so heinous on Twitter today that his account was suspended.
I'll try to stay calm and not curse.
And I can't remember what he called me, but he essentially referred to me as a fat guy who doesn't know a thing about college football. Because I said the SEC should play 9 conference games.
Concept you and your sticky fingers probably find hard to grasp.
And I don't understand why SEC fans are all up in arms over it. But the bottom line is, when you look at this, 9 conference games is a revenue stream.
Yes.
It gives you more money, right? You have to look at things not as, hey, we were given lemons. No, hey, we were given lemons. Let's make some of the best lemonade in the country.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you're not the SEC, right? You don't have the built-in viewership that has come with generations of high-level excellence in college football.
Yes.
You're the Big 12, and you are the 3rd conference in this country now. I don't think there's even an argument. With the news that they distributed $44 million.
Yeah.
The Big 12 is now firmly seated as the 3rd biggest conference in the country.
Yes.
Big 10 number 1 money-wise, SEC number 2, Big 12 number 3. But let's also not mistake anything. The biggest, baddest MFer on the block is the SEC. The Big 10's number 2 and the Big 12's number 3. The conversation's now over. That's what today did.
Yeah.
That's what this announcement, and I think we all knew you were going to get north of $40 million. And by the way, it's before the TV deal kicked in. This isn't the new TV deal. With the new TV deal, you're looking at $50 to $60 million.
Yeah.
The Big 12, it's over. There's no more conversation. There's nothing to talk about. There's no argument. You can throw statistics, and we can talk about, the Conference of Champions and Bill Walton.
Back to the envelope calculations.
Hey, those are all cool, cock. Those are all cool. It's over. The SEC's number 1, the Big 10's number 2, and the Big 12's number 3. And it's painful because it's totally unnecessary. It is totally unnecessary for the Pac-12 to be a minor league conference at this point.
Yeah, well, you're trending more towards being a G5 than a P5.
Well,
and in my opinion, and hell, I may be wrong, but I think the reality is you're trending towards not existing. And I think, again, as the days go by, we're just working ever so slowly towards that reality. I mean, again, it's this whole doomsday clock concept. The doomsday clock's getting a little closer to midnight, people. Getting a little closer now, bro.
Yeah, I would agree. Ryan Thomas gives us a $5 tip to say UA, Arizona State, CU, U of U, and Oregon State, and Washington State. Pack your bleep, let's go. The Big 12 welcomes you. The Big 12 does not welcome Washington State.
No.
I have a real and I look at Arizona, yes. Arizona State, yes. Colorado, yes. Utah, yes.
Pack your shit. Let's go.
Oregon State, yes. I think so. Washington State, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think and I'm trying to be careful. The staff revolt over the athletic budget last week or whenever that was a big deal. And the reaction from Kirk Schultz, who, by the way, the president at Washington State, Kirk Schultz, who sits on the Pac-12 Executive Committee, one of 3 presidents to carry the water in the Pac-12 town, Kirk Schultz at Washington State, I believe is on the hot seat at Washington State. I believe if most department heads and staff in academia, in Pullman, and the rest of the Washington State footprint had their way, Kirk Schultz wouldn't be the president anymore. And the bigger issue is now you have a hiring freeze and a new spending freeze. That's not big-time college athletics. And if the Big 12 were to add Washington State, that'd be a bailout package.
Yeah.
And I just don't see that Brett Yormark is going to take on a sinking ship that needs a bunch of repairs.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Because he just simply put, the Big 12 doesn't have to do that. And the larger issue is Kirk Schultz, in his own words, has been proven to have no idea what's going on. And the scary thing is, again, don't downplay what I just said. Kirk Schultz is on the executive committee of the Pac-12. What does that mean? Of the 10 remaining schools, they have 3 presidents that deal with George Kliavkoff on a daily basis on the biggest issues facing the conference.
And as you can see, I'm going through some shit right now.
Including this TV media rights deal. And yet, your own house is on fire. You can't afford a bucket or to pay the water bill to put the fire out, and you can't afford to hire a fire department to do the work. Because that's essentially what you're saying at Washington State.
Hey, you ain't got 2 nickels to rub together, bud.
We're not going to hire anybody. We're not, and listen, they're all going to have jock straps and helmets. Those are going to be a year old, right? Like, you're stuck in time at Washington State.
Yeah.
And I also would say, don't downplay the significance of the Nick Rolovich lawsuit. The former football coach at Washington State, everybody's forgotten about that lawsuit. Well, if you're doing your due diligence on an incoming member like Washington State, you didn't forget about the Nick Rolovich situation and how ugly that was. And I think its long-reaching potential impacts and the ties that Washington State has to the legislature and the impact that the governor and the legislature had on Nick Rolovich and the football department at Washington State. In my opinion, I don't want anything to do with that if I'm Brett Yormark.
Coronavirus.
I want nothing to do with that. And so, hey, I'm with you again on the Arizona schools, Colorado, Utah. Hell yeah. Those are 4 of the finest football departments in the conference. But I'm telling you right now, Washington State is in a real quagmire because I don't know what happens to them. Would you assume that Washington State ends up in the Mountain West?
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
Honestly, I would.
Yes.
And, somebody also said to me today, it's no slam dunk that San Diego State leaves the Mountain West anymore.
Well,
there's no slam dunk
but
there.
Think about it. This is my thing, dude. Like, Adela, homegirl, can we talk?
Adela Dela Cruz.
Bro.
The president at San Diego State.
You cannot roll out and say something like, we're the Pac-12's number 1 option. You're the number 1 option of a conference that's not going to exist next year because they're going to lose everybody. How does that work? By the way, J.D. Wicker, haven't heard from you. Where are you at? Right? Where are you? Because, again, you want to flip your nose to the Big 12, but the Big 12 is the one out here making the money.
Yeah.
So what do you mean the Pac-12 is more attractive? How does that work? I just don't understand.
And I think when you look at this statement that's on your screen right now, and if you're on the audio podcast, let me read it for you. Adela Dela Torre, the president of San Diego State, told the San Diego Union Tribune last week she remains confident of the school's future in a Power 5 league. So the Big 12 or the Pac-12. Essentially the exact same thing that J.D. Wicker, the athletic director, told Seth Davis in The Athletic. Quote, I'm also confident that when we talk about the Pac-12, they need to get the best deal possible for us to get the pro rata share we deserve, President Dela Torre said. I know we're the number 1 expansion candidate, that they believe in us, that they see their future with us. I'm optimistic, but there's never a straight line to success.
Please.
Well, but honest to goodness, if you're San Diego State, are you really you are one of two things in this expansion situation. You are terrified, so you are over-talking, which, if you've ever been in a high-level meeting where something's on the line, the guy who over-talks always loses. My guess is that you believe somehow, some way, that the Pac-12 is going to survive. And so it's what I've asked for a week and a half, 2 weeks on this show.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's had an answer. Explain to me the scenario that allows the Pac-12 to survive. Help me understand it.
Yeah, it's ESPN coming to the table, and that ain't happening.
But even if ESPN, you just found out today that the Big 12 members got $44 million each. So, okay, in your scenario, ESPN comes to the table and says, hey, we'll give you guys $30 million per school. We'll pay you $300 million a year.
You know.
You got to take that.
You have to take that.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
But don't you take that knowing that you're going to be well behind the Big 12 in revenue?
Yeah, but well behind the Big 12 in revenue is survival, at least. I mean, I would guess, again, and I think this is another piece, though. This is another piece I think is really important. Where are the Pac-12 presidents mentally? What's the mindset? Because we know that Arizona, Colorado, even ASU, right, are openly talking about the fact that they just need to know the Pac-12's TV deal number. We know that. That's where they stand on it. So if that's the case, you know that those three power players in your conference are probably out. What is? I mean, just picture this in your head. You're walking into a Zoom call with George and everyone, and George's going to roll out a TV deal number, and he rolls out with $20 million.
Oof.
How does that work? How does that pan? How does that feel good? Because I don't think it does.
I think when you look at the statements from President Robbins that, again, are on your screen, it's heavily dependent on George Kliavkoff, the commissioner of the Pac-12, and his team negotiating a good media deal for us to stay competitive, President Robbins said. But he has some affinity for the Big 12. Quote, I know the Big 12's what the Big 12's number is. Now we know it's $44 million per school. Robbins continued, I just need to hear what the Pac-12's number is, then I can make a decision. He said to Dennis Dodd at CBS. You guys, if ESPN comes to the table with $30 million per school, all in on a linear and streaming TV deal, how many schools do they lose?
Yeah, we'll see just how loyal all the 10 members are when they're hungry.
How loyal is a hungry dog?
Because that's what this is.
Because when you're waving a $44 million stake in front of a hungry Pac-12 member, $30 million doesn't seem like so much money anymore, does it? And this is the struggle. Okay, so in football, you're making money. But are you putting teams in the college football playoff? Well, this year, no. But there's an expanded playoff. I would think USC would be there.
Utah.
Right? If they eventually ever, and I'm not promising they will, beat Utah, USC's probably there. Utah's probably there. I would think Oregon and Washington can compete at that level.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's one thing. But what about basketball? How do you fix basketball in the Pac-12? Because you're losing SC and Bronny. You're losing UCLA. By far, your basketball brand with the most lineage and history is out the door now to the Big Ten.
Yep.
So you're losing them. So you're going to add San Diego State, and somehow off of one run to the NCAA final, we're supposed to believe that San Diego State's going to carry the mail for college basketball in the Pac-12. Because Arizona hasn't. Arizona State certainly has not.
Yeah.
Stanford, Cal, Oregon, Washington. I mean, are the run-in Utes at Utah, are any of them dominant basketball programs? No, this is a football league.
Yeah.
The Pac-12 is a football league. The Pac-12 is not a basketball league. It's embarrassingly bad. as a basketball
it's
league.
garbage.
So now your conference is not getting NCAA tournament money anywhere near the level of what the Big 12 is. Oh, by the way, how did TCU do in football last year? Are we supposed to believe maybe it's much like San Diego State? Are we supposed to believe that TCU can compete every year? I kind of do. Sonny Dykes is a hell of a good man.
Yeah.
He's not Nick Saban, who's a better man than you are, right? He's not.
Nick Saban is
a better man than you are, right? So, Sonny Dykes and TCU are not Alabama, but they've proven that they can compete. K-State was back. And notice, I'm not talking about the top of the Big 12. I'm talking about the bottom of the Big 12. Houston, BYU. BYU's shown they can play on any field with anybody and compete. Do they always win? No. Well, didn't work out at Oregon last year, now did it? But BYU can beat anybody on any given Saturday.
They'll give you a game.
The Big 12's a better conference. So if ESPN comes to the table and says, hey, here's $30 million per school for 5 years, sure, you're going to take it, but that doesn't even matter. How many teams in the Pac-12 right now, of the 10 remaining members, how many signed that grant to rights instead of jumping to the $50, $60 million of the Big 12? So again, and if I'm wrong, please feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Please feel free. Because first of all, let's be very honest. As we've reported on this show, ESPN's not going over $90 million
there's
per
no
season.
ESPN parachute coming.
No, ESPN's offering $9 million per school.
Yeah.
So somehow they're not going to add $21 million per school. Number one, but even if they did, how many schools are they going to lose? Because I think that's where we are in this whole as the Pac-12 burns thing now.
Yeah.
I think now it's how many will we lose, even if you get a huge deal. Because I think it's a significant number of them.
Yeah.
No, I think it is a significant number of schools.
Yeah, and I think that question of, hey, what number do we need to get to salvage this thing is now where I'm at if I'm George. Because, again, I just – and it's this whole thing with the Big 12 and ESPN. We're not trying to kill the Pac, but we're not putting a Band-Aid out on a bleeding conference. I can tell you that, right? Like, we're not going out of our way to kill you, but we're certainly not going to help you. And, yes, we are going to announce our revenue. And, yes, we are going to announce adding, schools like Gonzaga in the future whenever they decide to do that. And, yes, we are going to announce Rucker Park and the Combine at Jerry World. And, it just continues. And I just look at the momentum. Think about this. So the Big 12 snowball is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and just keeps rolling down the hill, right? The hill seems to be never ending, and the hill's not covered in snow. It's covered in $100 bills, right? So you have this big, big ball of money rolling downhill right now with a ton of momentum, and everyone loves it. The problem is in the Pac-12, it's a totally different story. You've got 10 member institutions pushing a 10 million pound rock up a hill that they have no chance of getting to the top.
Yep.
So what are you going to do about it?
I don't disagree. Hero75 gives us a $5 tip to say the Pac-12 is sinking a sinking ship which has just had the bow sink below the waterline. There is no saving it now. Now the rush to the lifeboats begins.
Hey, you could have just said it. They were the Titanic. I mean, you didn't have to make it all wordy and stuff.
Where them dudes playing the violins. Lopes Fan Gabe gives us a $5 tip to say ASU just got into the AAU clique. Yeah, did you guys hear about that? AAU expanded Notre Dame, which is, of course, what I saw, because we all know that Notre Dame, is the, it's the, I'll stop. Notre Dame, Miami, Arizona State, and USF are all a little more desirable because they've been added to the AAU. Also, UC Riverside and George Washington. You have a group now in the Pac-12. That's impressive. Arizona, Cal, Oregon, Stanford, Utah, and Washington are all members with Arizona State, which is pretty impressive. If you look at, you really in the Big Ten, the one that you wonder about, and they probably never will, is Nebraska, because Nebraska is not AAU.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it is when you're a research institution, and I know nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody gives a damn. I totally understand it.
Yeah.
Being a research institution means you make money.
Yeah.
And now, President Crow in Arizona State, hey, cool, dude. That's great. But
I think it adds to the sales package of expansion. Like, I ain't even going to beat around the bush anymore.
Yeah.
I think Arizona State getting AAU status just adds to the value of the ASU, Arizona, Colorado, hopefully Utah, and then pile on Gonzaga with it. Like, I think it just adds the value because, again, what was the objection 2 months ago? Oh, the Big 12 doesn't do nearly as well in education. We can't, we're not comfortable, being associated with that conference yet because they're just not quite as good in the classroom with their whiteboards, right? I mean, that's basically what was said. Okay. Well, if you're going to the conference as a group, doesn't that make expansion for the Big 12 easier? Like, does it not make it more comfortable for the Utahs of the world to go with Colorado, Arizona, and ASU? Because you're together as a team, you're aligned on education. Like, does that not make it a more attractive package? Like, it must. So,
well, I mean, I'm not the guy that's out trying to make my package more attractive. I mean, I'm a pretty. Yeah, see what I was trying to get across. The point was Notre Dame for life, MFers. Derek Myrie gives us $10 to say, please get the damn likes up. We have 794 people, 96 people watching the show, and 138 likes. Please hit the like button right now. If you have not, we appreciate you guys watching the show. Thank you so much, Derek, for the mention. Also, Suck It Up Buttercup, 707 people are here now, 791. Please get the likes up. You guys are amazing. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Also appreciate you going in the description and getting our free samples at Bucked Up Energy. The official energy provider of the Monty Show is Bucked Up Energy. I'm telling you guys, we played golf this morning. I actually played pretty well. Some of us melted down on the last two holes. Others of us did not. But again, what happened? I forgot my buckshot this morning, and I had a rough finish to my round.
It's not the best situation, and we all know that.
Tuesday when I had my buckshot, did I have a rough finish to my round? I did not. So I'm telling you, buckshot makes a difference for you. It is clean, long-lasting energy, and it is free to your front door. In the description below, there is a link to get free buckshot, 6 of them sent right to your door. All you have to do is click the link, fill the information out, boom, done. And I would also tell you while you're there, why don't you get a free sampler pack of Buck Bars from Bucked Up. Excellent, low glycemic, really quality ingredients like whey protein isolate. They use things like dates for sweeteners so you don't get all that tons and tons of sugar. It's what Bucked Up does. They're just better. They make a better product with better ingredients to give you long-lasting, clean energy to get you through your day. Bucked Up, the official energy provider of the Monty Show. By the way, if you go to buckedup.com, you need to hook up your proteins. You need to hook up your creatines or your collagen peptides. Use the promo code Monty to get 20% off at checkout. Enough of us, more of you. Provo Cougar fan says, give up a live Friday show on the links. Appreciate that. We did. Green Trails gives us $5. Thank you. Outside the echo chamber. It takes 6 holes to warm up and then the worn out by the 12th. Played Canyons this morning. Canyons Golf in Park City, the official golf club of the Monty Show. You guys, my God, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing, that course, I am telling you. Let's see. Patrick Boren says only Kansas. Yes, Kansas is the only member in the Big 12 at the moment. Jeremy Callahan, all along I've been skeptical that the Pac-12 would fall apart and thought that they would be able to get a media rights deal that was, quote, good enough. But at this point, if there was a deal, it would have been done. And that's been my point about the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Frankly, and just very directly. I think if there was an Apple TV deal, if there was a deal that was going to net the Pac-12 $40 million, $50 million, $60 million, as we've heard wild numbers thrown around. If that deal was going to be done, it would have been done already. And Kirk Schultz at Washington State saying, well, it's just that they're doing layoffs, and so we can't have layoffs and announcing big deals. And then ESPN, who he was referring to doing layoffs, the next week hires Pat McAfee.
Don't lie to me.
For $150 million.
Dude,
Come on now.
it's a bad look, bro.
Come on now.
And that's isn't that what the Pac-12 runs out there all the time too?
It is.
Like, I'm not trying to hate on the Pac-12 all day today, but I'm really at the end of my rope with this thing. Like let's just get it going here. Like, let's stop with the nonsense about, yeah, we should stay together and this is amazing. Like, no, dude, it's not. It's not. And everyone knows it. Let's just accept reality at this point.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult when you look at a lot of people in this conference. And this is, like, if you've listened to this show for any amount of time, we've talked a lot about Oregon State.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you see all the talking heads saying Oregon State. Hey, Oregon State. Oregon State. Like, Oregon State is a valuable commodity because of their infrastructure, their football program, their basketball heritage, and their facilities are unbelievable, and they're in the Pacific time zone. Because note the verbiage that Brett Yormark used today. A national college athletic brand. He didn't say a truck stop conference. He said a national college athletic brand. Coast to coast.
I like Gonzaga.
East to west. North to south.
Gonzaga.
What is he missing? He's missing
Gonzaga.
the Pacific time zone. He's missing Gonzaga. Right? Like, he's missing the Pacific time zone, but you also get that with Oregon State.
Yeah.
And I think Oregon State's one of those schools that we told you first on the show, I would pay attention to Oregon State.
Yeah.
Roderick Hogan. Sorry, the Pac not making a comeback like the Big 12. I mean, it's an excellent point. The comeback, this story of the Big 12 is nothing short of sensational.
Yeah.
It is absolutely sensational.
Yes.
That you lose Oklahoma, you lose a brand like Texas, and you are better off for it at this point. Everybody wrote them, Texas A&M and Missouri are out. Oh, they're done. Oklahoma and Texas, geez, they're done. They're not done. They're not done by a stretch.
How about that?
Because they understand the basic principle of business. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. And so Brett Yormark and the Big 12 have changed the way they do business. They really have. Dallin Sproul, what's up, my guy? Hey, how about the stock market? I hope everyone making money out there in the market. Tri-Day Trading still a sponsor. In fact, they are. TridayTrading.com/Monty. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. I love the market. Mm-hmm. Look at my Amazon stock, people. Told you about Amazon. Been telling you about Amazon. Vorlon Angel, what's up, Vorlon? You know the old saying, it only takes one buffalo to start a stampede.
Wow.
See what he did there? See what he did there. Sebesta, what's up, David? Only non-AAU member in the Pac-12, Oregon State and Washington State.
That's what I mean. So, like, you're going to try and tell me that Arizona State becoming one is not significant? It is significant because now you can say, yep, we're all AAU, we're all football and basketball, we're all good to go to make some money in your conference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It matters. It matters.
Tom Dean. Hi, Tom. Good to see you, my friend. Late to the show. So the $44 million a school was the current media deal. Yes, it was. Media deal goes up from 22 to 31 per school. So we're talking about 53 per school in 2025 versus the Pac 37.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is I think you're talking about $60 million a school. In the next 3 years, I think you're going to see their per school revenue on a yearly basis jump to $60 million.
Yeah.
Because this model that we're hearing, and we may be, I can't believe we're the only ones, but we may be the only ones telling you, the Big 12 is going to take their basketball product and they are going to put it in its own separate business entity. They're essentially going to have the Big 12 basketball division, Big 12 football division. They've hired commercial directors to monetize Big 12 Pro Day at Jerry World, presented by Dr. Pepper. Like, they're out there doing that. The Mexico tours presented by the Rucker Park tour presented, but like all these different revenue streams that they're creating.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at $60 million.
Yep.
And I think that's not going to be a lot of money in the coming years.
Yeah.
That's not going to be a lot of money. I think it will continue to grow. Bob Holsey says, of course they're better off without Oklahoma. Well, I don't know about that. I think Oklahoma in anybody's conference by any measure, I think there's not a conference in the country who wouldn't take that.
Lincoln Riley's Oklahoma.
Well, yeah, because right now, Brett Venables, Oklahoma ain't
Because
that
it's
great.
garbage.
Saul Goodman is George Kliavkoff worse than Mike Oresco. I think Mike Oresco is a hell of a commissioner. Mike Oresco in the AAC is a heck of a commissioner. I would love to have him commission my conference. I truly would. Lopes Van Gabe, is a hot dog a sandwich? How many holes in a straw? Is Arizona in the Pacific time zone?
I swear to God. How many holes in a straw? Dude, are you serious right now?
We had an argument on the show with somebody earlier this week, I guess it was.
Yeah, Tuesday.
About what time zone Arizona's in.
Arizona's in the Pacific time zone, God damn it.
Arizona forever. I mean, they're not going to have water, so it won't matter.
Right.
But Arizona will forever be in the Mountain Time Zone.
Right.
They don't change their clocks. I'm just telling you, man. They don't change their clocks. Bryce Martin, what compromises do you think the Pac-12 schools would need to stay together? I
don't even know where you start that conversation. Because again,
they would all have to compromise and be 100% stream. I think that's the biggest hurdle, is that wholly half of the remaining 10 members in the Pac-12 do not believe that stream for tier 1 rights is a solution.
Yeah.
They might be right, they might be wrong, but it doesn't matter because they don't agree with the other half of the conference who I think could sign that grant of rights.
Yeah.
I do. But I think when you talk about compromises, I think you would have to cut expenses significantly. Significantly. And right now, with your TV situation the way it is, I don't know. How do you cut expenses? How do you cut expenses?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know how you cut expenses at this point because you don't have enough revenue to cut expenses to offset. So if you're going to cut expenses, that means you have money coming in. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not unlike the debt ceiling in the United States. That whole argument that's been going on this week that came to a head last night. You're either going to cut expenses and your revenue and profit's going to go up. But if you don't have revenue and you cut expenses, your profit doesn't go up because you don't have revenue, so you're not profiting.
Yeah.
I don't know even if you could compromise to a level if you don't get a TV deal that's a minimum of $30 million a year.
Yeah.
And at this point, I don't see how you get $30 million a year in your TV deal.
Yeah, dude. Yep. It's a struggle.
I don't know how that works. Honest to goodness. I don't know how that works. Truck Stop Gumby, does Baby Yoda like Amazon? I believe Baby Yoda does. I mean,
am your father.
Again, The Mandalorian's a complete waste of time.
Totally
I mean,
mid.
The Mandalorian's no Interstellar, but it will do.
Dude, bro.
Different show.
Dude.
Truck Stop Gummy, the Big 12's going to send BB over the wall to Mexico. No, I'm not playing your game. Jay Chapman, hey, T-Duck, you're selling any of what you're smoking? T-Duck. Beavers are a baseball school. Basketball sucks. Maybe you've heard of, football.
You know, projected 10-2 this year.
Yeah, maybe. I could be wrong.
You know.
Catch me outside. How about that?
No. Conundrum says, Monty, are you in the same time zone as Ron? Apparently not. It was Ron Nolan. Man, that's right.
Check the clock.
That's right. My golf balls that I hit off the driver are not in our same time zone either anymore.
Not
after, dude, the 10th hole at Canyons. Jeez Louise. Increasing revenue at a time when the college football playoff expands and guarantees at least one Big 12 team in the playoff every year. I think you'll get multiple from the three major conferences. And again, the three major conferences, SEC's number 1, Big 10's number 2, Big 12's number 3.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get multiple teams from those conferences in the college football playoff. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
None. How do you not? How do you not? I don't even know how you would not. Raider Mark, what's up, my guy? Hope you are well. Mexico games details coming next week. Indeed, they are.
Facts.
I think it's a big deal.
It is.
I think it is a big, big deal. Big, big deal. Shooter, Texas. Yormark is the man. Do you really think after all of this, Brett Yormark is going to take Oregon State just for the Pacific time zone? No, but you would take them because their football program is pretty damn good.
What do you mean after all of this? Like, what does that even mean? What do you mean all of this?
I feel like all of a sudden we have to justify the expansion credentials of Pac-12 teams now. Like, do we really have to justify the expansion credentials of Oregon State?
They make perfect sense. New facility. Or first of all, let's back up. They're a P5. Just stop right there. They're a P5. That's it, right? Because if you're a P5, you can get that money. So you're a P5, new facilities, really good football program. Basketball program needs some work, but it's not half bad. And by the way, you're halfway decent in baseball too. So, and I know baseball is not a huge moneymaker, but still it helps when your secondary stuff can make at least some money.
Listen, I think the Pacific time zone is incredibly important. I think you need that late window. I think Gonzaga gives you that for basketball. I think Oregon State gives you that for football. Because, frankly, I am one of the people, after talking to a lot of people in the Big 12 and a lot of people in TV, I don't believe San Diego State's an easy fit. Is it a good fit?
Not for the Big 12.
It is not an easy fit in the Big 12.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination. It is not an easy fit.
Now, if you had Oregon State and you had Gonzaga, that helps. It does. Shooter Texas says, take CU, U of A, and then wait for UW and Oregon to wake up and smell the no from the Big Ten. There is no coming from the Big Ten. You're misinformed, bud.
It's with all due respect, I think the Big Ten is going to add Oregon, Washington, Stanford, and Cal.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense, and their TV partners, according to our sources, have already said so. So, Kurt Myers, afternoon, people. Monty, I need a 3X big boy shirt tomorrow. I'll be there. All right, Kurt Myers. Let me see.
I don't think we have 3X, but
I'll try, man.
We'll try.
I'll try. There will be a merch drop coming never from our show, so it's going to be, it's going to be fine. I'll get you one. Good. By the way, don't forget, coming up in about an hour, we're going to announce the final spots in our RSL NYFC giveaway coming up next Saturday at America First Field. It's going to be amazing. The full list of winners coming up in about an hour right here on the Monty Show. John Peterson, as a school that has gone from AAC sat $7 million to the Big 12 to $41 million in the span of 12 months, I can't believe San Diego State is being this stupid. Well, the biggest question for me on San Diego State is, what happens if the Pac-12 does not exist? Because there are some who believe that San Diego State is not well liked in the Mountain West. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I certainly think that J.D. Wicker and President De La Torre, really just writing off the Mountain West in their comments recently is not the best tactical move for this conference.
Agreed.
That's just my opinion.
They feel like a university or a business that likes themselves too much and are very arrogant and feel like they're better than where they are.
I would agree. Jeremy?
Sorry if you're offended by that.
Listen, I don't ask for much, but one of the requests we have on this show is that you do not jump in the bear trap known as Lopes Fan Gabe.
Pause, bro. Pause.
Right? We've
established that. And Lopes Fan Gabe, I love you, bro, but how many holes in a straw? Dude, come on.
Wait, what's wrong? Did you forget is soup cereal and is cereal soup? Dude. Did you forget, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Come on, dude.
Because we all know it is. So why ask questions that everybody knows? And there's 2 holes in every straw.
You fucking donkey.
Get out of here.
It's not even 4 o'clock yet. Shenanigans don't start till 4:30.
Lopes Fan Gabe on a Friday rolling out with how many holes in a straw? Excuse me, sir. How dare you? How dare you?
Come on now.
That's a good question. How many holes are in a straw? Bro, I'm telling you, it's 2 holes in a straw. You know Bryce Martin, Oklahoma was gutted by Lincoln Riley. BV is literally working with scraps and needs time to develop his talent. Well, he might want to develop his talent soon.
Blah, blah. Call him Deion Sanders.
Because it's garbage.
Please don't. Do not start. Oh, Deion's the greatest coach ever.
Hey, man, one Buffalo to start a stampede, huh?
Stop it. Why do you do this? Why do you look at this? Look at.
Dude,
are you
bro.
kidding me? Look at Prime.
Dude.
Prime.
I'm so bricked up right now.
That's your guy.
Yeah, that's my dude.
Jake is a huge fan of coaches who are going to win one game this year, apparently.
Yeah.
Waves in opposition.
Stop. Kyle J, Big 12 Media Day sponsored by Built Bar. No, sponsored by Bucked Up. Thank you very much. The real bar. Bucked Up.
Yeah.
Truck Stop Gumby says sus.
It's not sus, dude.
It is sus. Royal Coug. What's up, Royal Coug? San Diego State won't last as long in the Pac-10 as they did in the Big East. Ooh. Why bring up the Big East? That's hurtful. I mean, that hurts people's feelings.
Yeah.
Maury Alvarez. Two ends of the same hole in a straw. Hey, this is a family show, bro.
Like, come on, man.
Come on. Be better.
Yeah.
And look, Maury, we usually call Maury Alvarez our favorite Floridian, but right now he's being a Florida man. So let's just...
There's some wild shit going on right now.
Dude.
Everybody welcome Steve Wicks, a new member of the
Okay,
show.
whipping it out.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, Steve Wicks.
Let's go.
I love it. Celebrate Steve Wicks becoming a member by hitting the like button. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Holy cow.
Do it.
Steve Wicks, thanks for being here. You guys, you know the membership on the show is pretty easy. You can join for as little as $1.99 a month. That gets your comments read and highlighted. $9.99 a month gets you into our exclusive members-only Instagram group. We release all of our insider information. We do things like RSL giveaways, merch drops that never happen, all kinds of great stuff in the members-only group. That's $9.99 a month, or you can join for as little as $1.99 a month. Hit the join button right now on the YouTube machine. Let me run through a bunch of your comments because you guys have been amazing. Tom Dean, question, how many holes in a straw? Answer, the Pacific time zone. Exactly right.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Why didn't I simplify it on that level? Okay, Cougar Tracks. Are the holes in a straw on the left side or the right?
Dude.
Stop it.
It.
No, I'm not playing your game.
Dude.
I'm not playing your game.
Right now.
Dude. The left or the right side of a straw? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Phenomenal. The left, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Provo Cougar fan, my dog makes it more than 6 holes in any straw she can get. Dude. Drew Christensen, you know what question you never have to ask? What's the best sandwich at Super Chicks? Because we all know it's the deluxe chicken sandwich at Super Chicks, the official chicken sandwich of the Monty Show. What? Why are you...
Bro, you didn't read
He
his
agrees
comment
with
right,
me.
dude. You didn't read his comment right, dude.
What do you
That's
mean?
not nice.
Yeah, I did. He said
That's
the best.
not nice.
He said the best chicken sandwich at Super Chicks is the deluxe with extra. You're right. The deluxe, comma, with extra pickles.
Like, for instance.
So, I don't. I don't.
Bro.
And he said the Bacavo, but nobody. I mean, no. You lose credibility when
Might
you
have
say
to get
that.
a Bacavo tonight, bro.
Is next Friday the upcoming Friday or the Friday the following?
Yeah, casual.
I'm lost.
Okay, Gary, dude, bro. Okay, June 10th, bro. I don't know if it's this Friday or next Friday or, the Friday that comes after the Pacific time zone.
Yeah,
I don't know.
or your mom's birthday Friday. Hello! It's next. It's June 10th, which I think is not a Friday, Gary. That's next Saturday.
We have devolved into your mom jokes on the show. What's your best mom joke in the comments? What's your best mom joke?
Hey, I saw your mom kicking a can down the street, and I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm moving. Anyway, okay. Bob Holsey says the deluxe with extra straws.
No.
Okay. John, stop. How many inches on a 12-inch ruler?
No.
Stop it. Why do we do stuff like this?
Dude, it's incredible.
Cowboy Country said Papa Murphy's calzones in the air fryer are simply awesome. I tried it last night, and it was fantastic.
Yes.
You guys, if you do not know about Papa Murphy's calzones, you are not living well.
At Papa Murphy's, we do more than just pizza. We do calzones.
Papa Murphy's does calzones?
Oh, I think you mean I do the calzones.
And how do you do it, Dad?
How do I do it? How do I do it?
Oh, well, we do it with fresh ingredients and hand-shredded cheese tucked in a scratch-made dough.
That's how, honey.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza.
You don't forget the calzones.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
That's right. Download the Papa Murphy's mobile app to get your calzones. I'm telling you right now, it is amazing to me that Papa Murphy's will let you order your calzones at 6 a.m. for 4 o'clock pickup in the afternoon. They'll be on the to-go door, on the to-go rack by the door. All you do, get the calzones, get the marinara meatball, get the take and bake chocolate chip cookies. Boom, done. Out of there. Your wife loves you forever. You know, it's all what, you know, you're living right. And then you use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza. The calzones are amazing.
Bomb.
Okay, real quick with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. What's for dinner tonight? Mrs. Monty set up a sushi date night for us tonight. So there will be Las Vegas rolls consumed in the Monty house.
Is that what we're calling it now?
What?
You're consuming some Las Vegas rolls together?
I've heard that about you.
Yeah,
there will be sushi had tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
What are you having for dinner?
I don't know.
Bacavo, bro.
I might. I'm tempted. I'm tempted.
Is that how you're going to mourn
Are we playing 18 tomorrow? How much golf are we playing tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we're playing 18 because then we got to go to the Bucked Up Warehouse sale tomorrow in American Park.
Yeah, I mean, if we're
on
playing
Automall
18,
Drive.
I'll get some fried chicken tonight if we're playing 18 tomorrow.
All right, Jake's going Bacavo for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Spangler says, is Jake joining your date? No, he's not. Cougar Tail, when are you going to talk about obscure baseball players?
Not today, dude. Not today. Sorry, buddy.
I'm with Jake. Let's get it done, especially Utah. I think you need the Utah Utes to make a move now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how it's possible that the University of Utah has become an afterthought in Big 12 expansion.
But it's almost like a light switch, isn't it? Because I agree. Right now, you're an afterthought in Big 12 expansion. But couldn't that just be like, just like that? You're back in the driver's seat if tomorrow you came out and said, yep, we are talking to the Big 12 and we're working on some things. And like if Taylor Randall came out and said that, instantly Utah would be right at the front of the line. Instantly.
Yeah, but I think Taylor Randall's going to be patient. And I don't know how much more patience he has. But if you're Arizona State, and Colorado, and Utah doesn't want to join you in a 4-pack of expansion to the Big 12, I think Oregon State fills that gap.
But I just think that's a mistake for Utah, man. If there truly is, and again, I'm not saying there is, but if there's a group going, you got to be in that first wave.
Yeah, because I think that's how it's going to happen. I do not believe that you are going to see, one team here or one team there. I am a big believer that you're going to see a group go. And I think the biggest question is when does the Big Ten take action?
Yeah.
When's the Big Ten take action? I think that's a big deal. I really do. I think that's significant.
Yeah.
Salty Drunk, have a great weekend, guys. Head down and follow through.
That would be a golf reference.
That's a golfing reference.
Appreciate you, Salty.
By the way, that last bucket by Denver absolutely crushed my pick last night.
Yeah, Salty, if you're around next hour, dude, we're talking about that game last night. That was some...
Anybody see Nikola Jokic steal the Heat offensive signs?
Because it's garbage.
Conundrum. Utah needs to run, not walk to the Big 12.
Yeah.
Kind of feels that way. Bryce Martin, Utah won't make a move until after the football season. I don't think so.
I just don't... But
I don't think
you can wait that long, dude.
But is it mutually exclusive? I don't think you have to get through the football season and make a move to the Big 12.
But you don't want to be talking about realignment during your football season, dude. Like you can't have, and I'd have to look at their schedule, but you can't be on the road in the middle of your season.
It's a doozy.
And then you roll out with, you're in the Big 12 next year. You can't do that, dude. And I think the other problem is this vacation thing. Right? Because this is what I feel like is the nails of the conversation when we get down to it. These administrators are going on vacation in, 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
A week? You have to get progress here. There has to be some sort of like point where you decide, okay, like we know we're not getting a great TV deal, so we're going to start heading in this direction. There has to be some sense of finality to the situation before they leave. That way when they come back.
There will be.
But publicly will there be, or just internally? Because I think also publicly, if you're going to burn 2 weeks on vacation, which I absolutely think you should, but if you're going to do that, like, you need to control the narrative while you're gone.
My feeling is, and we were talking about this with somebody today. We had a really good conversation with a source at the Big 12 today. And one of the things we talked about, I straight up asked, are we talking about weeks, months, days? And this particular individual said, keep on your narrative because you guys have been pretty accurate. And we've been telling you that summer vacation is the drop-dead date in the Pac-12. And I think, from what I understand, most of these presidents will close their fiscal years and they will leave for a month.
Yeah.
And I think once their business is done, I think you're going to see most of these presidents and chancellors are going to be gone.
Yeah.
And they're going to come back in mid to late July. And really, I think it's mid-July. So I think we are 10 days away here at max. I think I'd be really surprised if by the 15th of the month, if we don't have major expansion headway, I would be stunned.
Yeah.
Because we have been telling you, I mean, we know that substantial conversations have happened.
Yeah.
Inside the Pac-12, between members. Our sources have told us there have been conversations between just about every school in the Pac-12 and the Big 12. We know that the narrative now, as we warned you it would, has changed amongst presidents in the Pac-12 who have gone from no, absolutely not, oh, this is ridiculous, to, yeah, we got to do what's best for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at these statements by Rick George the other day, I think this is probably the biggest one, the biggest indicator, because I think when you look at, when you look at this conversation about the timelines, and you look at these conversations about who's going where, Rick George did not leave much doubt.
We're members of the Pac-12. We're proud members of the Pac-12, and we've got to see where our media rights deal lands and where our conference goes. And in a perfect world, we'd love to be in the Pac-12, and but we also have to do what's right for Colorado at the end of the day, and we'll evaluate things as we move forward.
Rick George, the athletic director at Colorado, with Brian Howe at Buff Zone. Excellent interview. I think I just don't know how, and the problem is now you start contrasting what Rick George at Colorado says. Well, I mean, how do you bounce that off of, I don't know, Ray Anderson at Arizona State?
What's your sense on just kind of where things are at in terms of a media deal, and how confident are you personally in kind of the long-term viability of the Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever shape it ultimately takes?
Yeah, I'm very confident in the long-term viability. The 10 schools are solid. UCLA and USC will be moving on. But I do believe the 10 schools remaining are very solid, and there's a commitment to do that.
How? How do you have one guy saying, hey, we'd like to stay here, but we're exploring all options? And then you hear Ray Anderson say that, and I don't think by any stretch of the imagination, I think all of us would agree the Arizona State Athletic Department is distressed at best by what has happened in football with Herm. How is Ray Anderson still employed at Arizona? And now he's saying they're committed. What about Kirk Schultz? Might be the most distressed athletic department in all of the Pac-12.
We're continuing to have really good dialogue and discussion with several media bidders and media partners. And there's multiple people that are really interested in the Pac-12. We occupy a really unique time slot that people want Pac-12 football, they want men's and women's basketball. So we've got lots of folks out there, and I know our fans are frustrated. They're like, Kirk, we've been hearing since January, it's imminent, it's going to happen. But I ask everybody to be patient because we have more bidders coming to the table, more people interested as the time goes on. And the 10 schools are as unified as I've ever seen them. So We hope in the next few weeks to a month to be able to have a media rights deal, to get the grant of rights signed by all 10 schools, and then to work on expansion. So
wait, let me get this right. Ray Anderson at Arizona State says we're going to get a media rights deal, then we're going to go to work on a grant of rights. Kirk Schultz says we're going to get a grant of rights, and then we're going to announce our media deal, and we're going to work on expansion. Meanwhile, you have the Big 12, who delivered $44 million to each one of their schools this year.
That's just a massive number.
No, what it is an absolute kick in the balls of the Pac-12.
If you felt these balls,
It's an absolute kick in the balls, dude. And I just continue to go back over and over again with these talking heads in the Pac-12 who just seemingly aren't on message, aren't consistent, and are not believable. They're not believable.
Yeah.
And you continue to step on landmines like Comcast and $50 million and the Holiday Bowl and UCLA for $3.2 million.
Yeah.
And you have George Kliavkoff saying UCLA is not going anywhere and nobody wants to go to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And we did back of the envelope calculations that said they would lose money. And those comments by George sent people off doing, actual accounting and calculations.
Back of the envelope calculations.
That said they're not going to lose money. And UCLA and USC fans actually want to be. And their students and alumni want to be in the Big Ten. And they want to be in the Big Ten with each other. And yet, here we are. The spring meetings for business are over in the Big 12. And they're making $44 million per school. And you're trying to figure out how to pay the Holiday Bowl and how to offset your losses to Comcast. Dude, there's no saving grace, my man. There's no Air Force coming in to drop bombs on the enemy. It is, in my opinion, very unlikely that all 10 of these members stay in this conference. I don't see how it happens. I really don't.
Yeah.
Ray Anderson might be the worst athletic director in the country, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just don't know how you're that uneducated as an athletic director.
And repeatedly.
It's not a difficult concept to understand. You can't announce a media deal to the public until your schools have accepted it.
I can't.
And by the way, the contrast between business operations in the Pac-12 and the Big 12 is striking. Like everything from how these guys talk to the numbers, to expansion opportunities, to events and non-events, like the idea. Just the idea that your staff is basically striking, and you have to do a money freeze, essentially a hiring freeze, a spending for bro, what are we doing?
I don't know.
That's incredible.
I don't know. Cougar Tracks gives us $2 to say Monty the Bug, bucked up golfer. Darn right. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Bucked Up's warehouse sale is tomorrow from 8 to 4. Callum Von Moger, the world famous, absolute rock star in the fitness community. Callum Von Moger will be at Bucked Up tomorrow in American Fork on Automall Drive at their warehouse from noon to 2. You can go and meet Callum, and you can get great deals at the Bucked Up warehouse sale. I am going to be there, hopefully right around noon. I am looking forward to seeing their $5 Bucked Up T-shirts. You guys, if you're in Utah, we all ought to meet there right around noon. Let's get there noon to 1. Let's all hang out. Let's get great deals on Buckshot. Let's get great deals on their new Buck Bars. All of their supplements, those iconic T-shirts are going to be $5.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be. And you get to meet Callum Von Moger at the Bucked Up annual warehouse sale. And it is the only time of year where you are absolutely positively going to crush, because every deal that is there, it's the cheapest way to get bucked up.
Yeah.
Not close by far. The Bucked Up warehouse sale tomorrow on Automall Drive in American Fork. Make sure you're there. I'll be there I'm going to try and get there right at noon. It depends on how much of a crappy golfer Jake is tomorrow, because if we're constantly looking for his balls.
All I have in this world is my balls.
We'll be there around. We better make it 6 tomorrow night if we're going to be looking for Jake's boat. No, we'll be there right around noon, 30 after we're done golfing. Would love to see you guys here in Utah. We love meeting our listeners. Hook it up. Let's do it. Sean gives us a. I don't even. Sean, see what happened was what did he give us?
What did he give us?
I think he gave us $40, but I can't tell. I don't know. It's not 4,000.
We are loading.
It is, yeah, something. Now all of us, you may have broken the machine, Sean, but which is fine. You know, if you wanna do that, I mean, knock yourself out. Sean gives us 4,000. I don't know what that means.
What does it say? HUF?
Huff?
What is huff?
Somebody had to explain that to me. Hungarian forint. Forint. Okay. He gives us 4,000 Hungarian dollars. Big 12 expansion criteria per Baylor. Ooh. Fit, revenue positive. Okay. Being good is not in the equation. Correct. If good was an expansion driver in this new world, Texas wouldn't be headed to the SEC. Viewership equals money. I think there is no question, Sean, that your athletic achievement really has very little to do with it.
Yeah.
I think it is reach. I think it is revenue streams.
Yep.
I think it is populace as far as how many viewers you can bring to the TV. This is the BYU discussion.
Yep.
What is one of the major mistakes the Pac-12 made recently? They did not add BYU.
Yeah.
And I think you look at the Big 12 and everybody said, well, you know, the Mormons, they don't play on Sunday. Didn't bother the Big 12.
Those damn Mormons.
Because on Saturdays during the football season, you put BYU against your mom's knitting circle and 1 million people will watch.
Yeah.
You put BYU in Las Vegas, it's a full stadium at Allegiant Field.
You have a deal.
You put BYU at Liberty, they have the largest single sporting event crowd they've ever had in the history of Liberty last year.
Yeah.
BYU fans travel, they turn on TVs, they buy merchandise, and they support their sponsors. Very, very well. I think you're exactly right. And we've talked about the reach numbers and the viewership numbers. That's why Utah's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
A no-brainer for the Big 12.
By the way, that's about $11 tip.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. We appreciate that. You guys, anytime you tip us, and a lot of people ask us about this, one, the best tip you can give us, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. But the money that you guys give us all goes into infrastructure. So things like this RSL event, things like Big 12 Media Day, any tip you give us right now is going to offset the expense of Big 12 Media Day. It's going to offset the expense of our new merch drop that's coming up with T-shirts, like all that stuff. That's where all the tips go. They don't go in our pocket. They don't really go to our golf fund, as we sometimes joke.
Right.
We're rich. We can pay for our own golf. But that's a lie. I'm actually rich. Jake is not. And
I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man.
See, what I mean by rich, anyway, the point is, I wish I was rich. All of your tips go into the infrastructure of the show, so thank you for that. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Kyle A., who gifted a membership today.
Hey.
Cougar Tracks, Green Trails, Provo Cougar fan, Lopes fan Gabe, Suck It Up Buttercup, Derek Myrie, Hero 75, Ryan Thomas, Matt Ritson, everybody who's given us $55.55 today. Thank you. You made a difference on the Monty Show today. I hope you have a spectacular weekend. Tanner says, do my eyes deceive me? Did Sean Huff donate $4,000? Dang, no, he donated 4,000 Hungarian dollars.
Which equates to about $11 US.
Cougar Trail says 4,000 in Hungarian. Wow, somebody should donate 4,000 American.
Yeah, I mean, come on, pay it forward, dude. Match.
By the way, about 15 minutes from now, we'll announce the RSL winners. Jansen, Monty is rich, even more of a reason to donate to the golf fund. The rich get richer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude.
Gary.
Gare Bear.
Is Gary going to the RSL match with us? He may well be.
Confirm or deny.
Monty talking like he has hella Rolex Daytonas, dude. I used to be a watch guy. I have hella Rolex Michael Jordan tennis shoes now.
PXG clubs.
PXG golf. Donate to the show. Daddy needs a 60-degree wedge.
Daddy
okay?
needs a full new set of clubs.
Let's go. I don't. You do. Little Jimmy, Mr.
Lil Jimmy.
Mr. Two Holes over here needs a new...
Mr. Two Holes.
Can you measure it?
Cougar Tracks. The problem is you need to go to Hungary to get your money. Maybe. I don't know. You know. I remember when I was first watching the show, I thought Monty was a millionaire. I am not a millionaire.
It's not fucking real.
Tom Deans. Someone should donate 4,000 US, like 4,000 US pennies, please. That would be amazing. Maury Alvarez says, Little Jakey. Little Jakey.
Here we go.
Hey, Jakey. Tanner, we miss you. Says, do we need to donate to the dating fund, Jake, or is Paige doing okay?
Nah, we're good, bro.
No, Paige is doing fine.
Yeah, we're good, man.
Paige is doing well. I don't know, dude. You know. Anyway, Mike Maples, I got the Deutschmarks ready right here. Hook it up.
Yeah, let's go, dude.
Hook it up, Mapes. Mapes, I appreciate you going to Big O Tires. Can't wait to see you next weekend. Gary says, little two holes, right or left side?
I'm going to get medieval on your ass.
Dude.
Jake's new name is Jakey Two Holes.
Bro. Like, how?
Hiscock.
How? How do we get here? How do we get to Jakey Two Holes?
Stay hard.
Yeah, like what is this, prison? Am I about to get piped right now? Like, what are we doing?
That's one of the best nicknames I've ever heard.
Here I am.
I'm Monty, and this is my son, Jakey Two Holes. My guy Jakey Two Holes is single. Anybody got some daughters, cousins?
Damn,
you know,
bro.
Jakey Two Holes.
Bro. Dude.
Oh my God. And donuts, $5 to say I've seen you golf on YouTube. Take the golf fund.
Okay, that's not nice, sir.
Hey, I played to 49 at Canyons today. The greens at Canyons are incredibly
49 on
difficult.
9 holes at Canyons is pretty good.
Pretty good. And I don't even mind telling you, it probably raised my handicap. According to the Utah Golf Association, my handicap is unchanged, 15. I am a 15 handicap. I'm not trying to put on like a show that I'm some great golfer, because I'm not.
Ain't ducking no smoke or
Ain't
what?
ducking no smoke. Truck Stop Gumby puts 2 holes for a comment. Thank you. Tanner, we miss you. When can I play golf with you guys? Tomorrow at Canyons?
Yeah, you trying to play?
Get a tee time. Yeah, we're going to play with Chris Karn on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing. John Teal, I don't know if I can't tell if I say your name right. I hope I do. Why does everyone keep saying the Pac made the mistake of passing on BYU when we all know USC made that happen? Can we please acknowledge the truth? Because I think there are varying degrees of USC killed the BYU thing. Would the Pac-12 have added BYU under any circumstances?
No.
I don't think they would have.
Nope.
I think there is a lot of people in the Pac-12 that are like, oh, the damn Mormons.
Yeah. Oh,
honest to God.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to, and I might be making too much out of this. I think you listen to the crowds at
Oregon games.
You listen, dude, it's not, I think it is not a friendly environment for BYU. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but hey, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's no use in going back and fighting over it, right? There just isn't. Giggity, here's a little something to start Jake's $29K wedding fund.
Damn, Giggity.
Better send those refunds.
The average cost of a wedding in the United States is $29,000.
Dude, what a kick in the bag.
Giggity, you shouldn't go anywhere in 9 minutes when we announce. You know. Tanner, Monty, will you introduce Jake as Jakey Two Holes at Big 12 Media Day? I will.
Your Mark sitting across the
table. Hey, BY, I want you to meet my co-host, Jakey Two Holes.
Dude. Bro.
Hey, Two Holes, you got any questions for BY?
Cow turd.
No, I will not. Mark says, pop quiz, how many holes does Jakey Two Holes have?
Yeah, left or right side?
Wow. Maury Alvarez, Jake, are you sure everything's okay? First you weren't going tomorrow, now you are, just saying.
Well.
Did you check the softball score today?
Yeah.
Pretty much explains
It's a results-based business.
Yeah, I would say somebody want to get more than 3 hits, yo.
Yeah.
It's fair, says it's Friday and it's payday on the Monty Show. Let's go. Donate all your money. Dude. Let's go. Cough it up.
Free gifts and memberships. Do some tipping. Let's go.
Yeah, somebody need, come on, man. I need a 60-degree wedge.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Jakey Two Holes, a.k.a. Deuce Canyon. Oh, my God. This is never going away for you. Mike Chase, Monty, serious question. Does the pack stick together if they get 20 to 25 million with the new information?
No. Nope.
I think anything short of 25 million and it's done.
Because it's garbage.
It's honest to God. And I think the hard part about the Pac-12 now is that the Big 12 got $40 million today. 44, excuse me. The Big 12 got $44 million per school today.
Dude.
On the old TV deal. So when the new one starts, I think the new TV deal kicks in 2025. Dude, what are we even talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I mean,
spot on, dude.
Yeah, I think that is
around it, dude.
There are hurt feelings, dude. Yeah, how are you in the Pac-12? And you can't tell me today that if you are Colorado, Arizona, you're like, yep, see, told you. You can't tell me today if you're Utah and you're looking at that $44 million number and you're like, man, it'd be so much easier to pay the Holiday Bowl that 3.2, or what is it, 200,000 or 300,000 a school or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, you'd have to pay that on exit of the conference, right? I mean, you can't leave the conference until your debts are paid.
You know. Big Daddy Magic. Hey, Jakey Two Holes, I donated membership in your honor.
Oh, did you?
Hey, Jakey Two Holes. Big Daddy Magic gives one Monty Show membership.
Let's go.
I like it that Naperville Bears delete Chris. Appreciate the membership. Thank you. Let's see. Ooh, Tom Dean gives us $20. First 2,000 of 4,000. Jake is a booty butt face. Thanks for reading this out loud. Dude, he's a booty butt face. Hey, man. You
fucking donkey.
Hey, man.
A booty butt face.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bro.
Now 20 more. Second 2,000 of 4,000. Who would turn down more stability and more money? Well,
that's what I was like. Is this really a conversation? Like if you're a packed school and you turn this down, you're an idiot. Like, that's just it.
I'm serious. How if you're Oregon, Washington, Stanford, and Cal, and you're like, damn.
Like, come on.
Damn.
Come on, dude.
If you're Utah today, and you're looking down the barrel at $50 million going to Comcast, that's $5 million of your money, right? Or whatever. I think 3.6 divided equally, whatever, of your money.
Yeah.
And then let's just round down and say, $250,000. So now it's like $3.5 million going to pay people because of non-performance. So you're just giving money away now.
Yeah.
And all of your constituents in the Big 12 got $44 million today.
On to Cincinnati.
Dude, that's like the high school bully pulling up in a Porsche while you're trying to change the oil in your Yugo.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we even talking about? Tom Dean, thank you for the donations. We appreciate that. Bob Holsey, but the pack has endowments, and Wilner says you're getting $50 million.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Because I think that's the message the Pac-12 was telling people up until February. I mean, even on local radio, like ESPN 700 in Utah, they were talking about, hey, $50 million a year, it's coming.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Saul Goodman says Utah. There is a debate about how you pronounce Utah. Utah. You know, it is what it is. 3 minutes until we tell you who's going to RSL. Saul Goodman, Boyd Lockey. What did Boyd Lake say? Boyd Lake says, yo, bros. Boyd Lake, what's up, my
Boyd?
favorite SEO
How you
king?
doing, brother?
Good to see you. Tanner, we miss you, says, should have done $41 comments to see what you can get Monty to say. Hey, man.
What now? Let me tell you what now.
You donate money. Generally, I'm going to read the comment. Derek, go for it. Go for it. Derek, okay, I admit it. Utah might be pretty dumb. I think they're calculated. David Colmer, is that the cost of an Indian wedding in U.S. dollars? Dude, can you believe that the average wedding in this country is $29,000? We talked about it yesterday. Go check out the show yesterday. It's crazy.
Bro.
It's crazy. Truck Stop Gumby says, OTA. Yeah, they're in the flyover conference. Jansen, also in the running for RSL next weekend. But the pack isn't going down because they're the conference of champions.
Listen, Bill, take it easy.
Wow. Bill Walton on the show, you guys. Jansen, I didn't know you were Bill Walton. Luke Fletcher, Utah President Taylor Randall said on Salt Lake City radio that media rights talks still got a ways to go. Did he say it was that today? He said that? I did not see that if that was today. John Teal gives us $2. Might as well take all 10 plus UConn and USF. I think there's a real good chance that UConn and Gonzaga are at it in basketball. I don't know what the value of UConn football is, but don't you take football just to take basketball?
Yeah.
Well, of course you do.
Absolutely.
And they're a package deal anyway. And it's what we've been saying about Gonzaga. Gonzaga's not interested in bringing you basketball only. They want all of their sports in your conference.
Yeah.
It's fair. How much does Utah make with that academic research money y'all been talking about? Billions. It is quite literally over the course of a research project or medical research or testing, or talking about tens of millions of dollars. And collectively with donors and research money and partnerships, you're talking about $1 billion machine.
Yeah. It's
a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I don't know, man. We'll see. Curtis316. Jason Shear tweet, since I've seen it a few times, we'll go on the record here. ASU is unlikely to leave the Pac-12. Arizona is confident it can split when, if needed, based on the Arizona Board of Regents has said. I think that the Arizona Board of Regents is not going to allow that to happen. We've talked about that openly on this show.
Why would you allow it to happen? It's terrible for the state.
This is UCLA and Cal. Arizona State is an abject failure in athletics.
Mm-hmm.
You have Ray Anderson, their athletic director at ASU, saying, "Yeah, we don't contend. We're one of the 15th, 17th teams in the country." That's quite literally what he said.
Yeah, dude.
Bobby Hurley, I believe, lost every player but one to the transfer portal in basketball 2 years in a row. You're an abject failure because you won't fire Ray Anderson. I believe that Michael Crow, the president at ASU, would rather stay in the Pac-12, just like every other school in the Pac-12 would rather stay in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
But at some point, when the seat gets hot enough, you're telling me today that the Arizona Board of Regents is looking at an $88 million payout, and they say, nah, Arizona State, you can stay. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Monty owes a ribeye. When are you giving my man his ribeye? I think Teddy and I agreed on the show yesterday. We're going to try and do it this weekend. Trust me when I say there is no hesitation in giving Teddy the ribeye. Luke Fletcher, Utah President Taylor Randall said on Salt Lake City radio on Monday. Interesting. I have not heard word one about that. So we'll see. All right. Without further ado, let's make it official and announce the winners of our RSL NYCFC.
Right.
June 10th, a week from Saturday.
Yeah.
At America First Field. And then we have told you that we are bringing you 15 folks, including us.
Yeah.
We're going to look at that. That is the Zag Club at America First Field.
Uh-huh.
Fully catered buffet gourmet meal, all the food and drink you can eat, alcohol excluded. You get an on-field experience for warm-ups. You get a custom Monty Show shirt for the event. You get a ticket to the game, and you get VIP entry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be amazing. Yeah. We have told you it has all been brought to you by our good friends at Big O Tires and American Fork. Ryan, our guy down there, has served so many of our listeners and done it well. You guys, anything you need on your car repaired, Big O Tires and American Fork. And I mean, not just wheels. Yeah, he does bearings. He does brakes, suspension, alignments. You need a lift kit installed on your Jeep or your truck, Big O Tires and American Fork. You need an oil change. You need a clutch, a transmission. Anything you need to do with a car. He did my tint. Tinted my Grand Cherokee, looks spectacular.
Yeah.
Big O Tires and American Fork.
Uh-huh.
Without further ado.
Yeah.
Jakey Two Holes.
Jakey Two Holes.
Please read the list of names.
Yes. So the first names here, this group is auto bid in because they went in, spent money with Big O Tires. So the first group is Riley O'Brien, Rob, Lee Jensen, Jansen, Mike Maples, and Roger Sales. So those 6 folks are auto bid in.
Lee Jensen and Jansen are 2 different people.
Those are 2 different people. Yep. Lee Jensen and then Jansen. Those are 2 different people.
Now,
here are the folks that went to Super Chicks or tweeted to enter their name. First one would be Giggity.
Hey, what's up, Giggity? Let's go.
Second one is Gary Saini is going.
Gary, we can't wait to hang out with you.
Can't wait to see you, dude. Third one, Brady Cook.
Hey, Brady Cook, let's go.
Let's go, Brady Cook.
Love it.
Fourth one here is Mark Hales.
Mark Hales.
Let's go, Mark. Next one is Chris Karn.
Hey, man. Chris, you want to move in, dude? We can be hanging out all week.
Hey, man, you participate.
Golfing with Chris Karn on Tuesday, going to the RSL match on Saturday.
And last, but certainly not least, the newly fathered individual, Greg Hawkins.
Hey, let's go. Greg Hawkins going to the RSL match. Now, I want to remind you all, these are not +1.
No, just you.
The wife's got to stay home. Girlfriend's got to stay home.
Sorry.
These are just you. You all get a custom T-shirt. Everybody's going to get a gourmet meal.
On-field experience.
Beautiful ticket, midfield for the match between RSL, Real Salt Lake, and NYCFC.
Mm-hmm.
And it is all next Saturday, and I am fired up to see you guys. It's super exciting. You guys go out of your way to support this show. I love it. It is going to be amazing. Mark Hale says, hey. Gary says, let's go. Jeremy Callahan says, rigged.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. My bad. Montio's a ribeye says rigged. Now, I also want to shout some people out, though.
Yeah.
Teddy Wayman went to Big O Tires. Can't make the match on next Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? There were others.
Yeah, well, Tanner said he just didn't want to go. So.
Tanner stopped participating in the show.
Right. Yeah.
Said he didn't want to be considered, so.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Not considered. Sorry.
Not considered.
Sorry, dude.
But there were a bunch of dudes who went to Big O Tires and were like, hey, I'm out of town. I know there's a lot of people that were taking, like 3-4 guys that got their tires at Big O Tires were like, hey, it's graduation. I'm taking my one guy in particular is going to Moab with his family to celebrate graduation. So all good. Totally get it, man. Totally get it. But really appreciate all you guys. Gary says it's not rigged. It was a fair election. Exactly right.
That's right.
Exactly right.
We use Dominion voting systems.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Take it easy. Maury Alvarez says Monty is so bucked up right now.
That's right.
You're not wrong.
So
Yes.
By the way, we're getting out in front of this thing for all the people who are like, hey, how do I get my tickets? We will. Please DM us. We will work out logistics.
What? Naperville Chris Karn says I can't go. I have city business that night.
Bro, what?
Can I give my seat to the mayor?
Are you kidding me right now, dude?
Oh, Chris.
Dude, come on,
What?
bro. This is disappointing now.
Waves in opposition.
Wow. I see how it is.
Okay, what do we do with this?
I guess if Mayor McCluskey wants to go, I mean, it's his ticket to give away.
I guess
Not
it is
our
Chris
ticket.
Karn's
He won the
ticket to give away.
It is his ticket to give away. I don't know. Chris Karn, you need to figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah, Chris, let me know what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give it to somebody of your choice. You can't. I mean, and listen, I really appreciate you guys. There were so many people that wanted to go to this match. And that's why we did a very small group. We wanted to make it something special, so that it was like a real event. It was not cheap. This was one of the more expensive promotions we did. The shirt, you guys.
The shirt's incredible. Yeah.
Dude, the shirt is
Limited
going to
edition.
be, I mean, I guess I think I've showed it on the show before, but the shirt is going to be off the ever-loving chain. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It is really going to be amazing, this shirt, and I hope that you guys... Here's the graphic. Let me send it over the computer.
I thought we did this already, no?
No, I didn't send it to the computer. But it's going to be amazing. We really went out of our way to get this shirt designed well. We wanted it to be fun, so it was something that you guys would wear and wear it with some kind of like humor to it. So there's the graphic.
Yeah.
That is the graphic of the shirt that you guys are getting. That's unbelievable. Come on now. Me bicycle kicking a soccer ball and Jake not making the save. Jake not making the save.
That's not my name, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jakey Two Holes. Not making the save. That shirt's amazing. That shirt is amazing.
Yeah, I love that. I love the design. I love the script. It just flows, dude. It works.
It does.
Yeah, it's nice.
It does. It's an amazing shirt.
Yeah.
I really appreciate our guys up at Inkware in Ogden.
Yeah.
Are the ones who are printing this up for us. Like I'm just so thrilled. So everybody who's going to the match with us gets that shirt for free.
Yeah.
You know. Zion's Lion 1. Can we talk about Big 12 news, dude? We did 2 hours.
Yeah, dude, you're new here. Bro, go back to the beginning of the show.
In all honesty,
I love you, dude.
Yeah, just hit rewind. Go back to the beginning of the show.
Man.
Lee Jensen says, I can't wait to get that shirt. Lopes Fan Gabe says, Jakey 2 goals. Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly. Where is all the Big 12 news? Instead, we're talking about shirts. Dude, go back to the beginning of the show, man.
You're respectfully, I'm not trying to hate on you. You're new here. Go back to the beginning.
Yeah, go back to the beginning of the show. You mean Jake Booty Buttface?
That's right. Yeah.
Is that an arm or a uterus?
Dude.
He wants a fart sound.
Dude.
I don't know. That does my arm. I don't know what this thing. I mean, I don't know what the arm in the middle of my.
Bro, I didn't know. You had 3 legs?
Or day.
Damn.
Ask your mom.
Can you measure it?
Sorry. It's Friday.
Absolute degenerates.
Zion's Lion 1 says, love you guys. Love you, dude. Thanks for being here. I still want Super Soaker Anonymous merch.
Yeah, well.
Okay. We will make that happen at some point. Mark 324. How many holes does that shirt have? 2. Actually, 4. Jakey 4 holes. Boyd Lake, guys. Football on 50 in 10 minutes. Cue the music.
Hey, guys.
Are we doing football at 50 today?
No.
I don't know if we are. There you go. Brent Burnett says, congrats, Greg Hawkins.
Yeah, excited to see Greg again, dude.
Drew Christensen, someone who likes the deluxe can't have 3 legs.
Hey, see? Wow. Drew, do you golf, bro? You've come in the comment section with force the last 2 weeks.
You know. I'm saying. Tanner Plummer, Monty, based on that shirt, you should be the new backup goalie for RSL. Well, I mean, if you look at, 2 holes over here is in the goal.
Yeah.
I'm Wayne Rooney here, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That does kind of look like.
I'm rocking De Gea in the net there.
Who?
David De Gea. What?
God.
What?
No, I'm not playing this game with you. Why would you say such means? Jansen, Monty has a big member down there, and it just so happens to look exactly like an arm.
Bro.
Stay hard.
Hiscock.
Wow.
Hiscock.
Taylor Gilstrap, old Jakey 2-hole 3 legs. Exactly right.
Like, seriously.
Exactly right. Oh, my God. Jeremy Callahan, congratulations to our winners. Whitman, Price, and Haddad. Okay. Drew Christensen, I've never tried golf before. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mapes, Drew not making enough running 2 holes burner phone. Drew not making enough running 2 holes
can I get
burner phone.
Can I get someone to create an account named Jakey 2 Holes Burner Phone?
Exactly.
Hiscock.
Monty Oza Ribeye, do you sign autographs regularly? Just for the ladies, though. Does Greg Hawkins' new Bay get a shirt? Oh, I should have made him a Monty Show shirt for the Bay. I should have. That would have been.
That would have been smart.
That would have been amazing. That would have been, like, I don't know what, calling the advocates if you get into an accident.
I was involved in a hit-and-run accident. My chiropractor recommended me to the advocates. They completely took care of everything. Now that my case has been settled, I feel like I can go back to my normal life, all thanks to the advocates.
The Advocates, theadvocates.com, UtahAdvocates.com. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show, you guys. If you get in an accident, and a lot of people ask me about workman's comp. They're the best workman's comp attorney, in my opinion, in the business, because there's nothing that the advocates haven't seen. If you get hurt at work, and I know we all love our jobs, and we all love our bosses, and we all love our workman's comp and insurance companies and lawyers, and who's representing you? Because you're dealing with your boss who works for your company. You're dealing with your company who's out for their own skin. You're dealing with your workman's comp attorney who's out for the company. Who's advocating for you? Who's fighting for you? The advocates, that's who. And it costs you nothing. And maybe you have the best business insurance and people. Great. You have nothing to lose by going to the Advocates, theadvocates.com, chatting with an attorney live online, because it's absolutely free. You don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case. So you can chat with an attorney online and say, hey, here's my workman's comp situation. Is this how things should be going? And they're going to give you the best legal advice in the business, and it's going to cost you nothing. You don't go into your pocket when you go to the Advocates. So you literally have nothing to lose at theadvocates.com. Monty Oza Ribeye, how much for an autograph? My autograph isn't worth a penny.
Yeah.
You know. LV Seminole, props to the running man quote. Okay, what am I in the dark on?
Yeah, what are we missing?
What am I
here?
in the dark on?
What are we missing here?
Mark Hales, man, I have a conflict next Saturday.
I swear to
Stop.
God, Mark. Dude, I'm not here for it, bro. You're going.
Do you really have a conflict?
Do you serious? Are you joking or are you being serious?
I mean, we'll get you. Maybe we just, hey, man, if you guys can't make it, maybe we just give them away. Journeyman SW, hey, Monty, do you think Oklahoma State is valuable for the Big 12? I do, exceptionally valuable. I think we've talked about this a lot. I think Mike Gundy should be on the hot seat.
I'm a man!
If he does not have a bounce-back season this year, I think he should be on the hot seat.
Because it's garbage!
It's Oklahoma State. You cannot possibly believe that Oklahoma State can be irrelevant in football for multiple years at a time.
Yeah.
That just makes very little sense.
And the bigger problem is they're irrelevant when Oklahoma sucks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Zion's Lions won. Hey, boys, I went back and checked out the Big 12 part of the show. Great job. Exactly what I've been preaching on Twitter. Appreciate you, Zion's Lions won.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate that, dude.
Drew Christensen, I'll take the unused ticket for next Saturday. Man, Mark Hales, I hope you're joking. You know, I hope you're joking.
Well, little listener news here.
What's that?
Dallin Sproul has got a tea time for Canyons tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yes.
What time is that?
Around our time. Let me ask
Dallin
him.
Sproles is going to golf.
Sproul is going to golf with us. Bro.
Let's go. Let's go. See, you guys, this is what we tell you. For all of our Salt Lakers, and really for our Phoenix folks, and sometimes our LA folks, in July, our Dallas folks, we golf everywhere we go. So if you guys want to golf with us, again, I wasn't
now
even
it's
joking.
a threesome, so if there's a fourth.
Hey.
What?
Jeez.
I know. Well, I'm Jakey Two Holes now, so it's kind of my business.
Okay, there you go. He said it. I didn't say it. He said it.
Yeah, he's dude. He came through. He got it for 7 a.m.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're rolling.
Dude.
We're rolling with him then.
Yeah, he had one spot left. So I don't know. Maybe there isn't a fourth spot because he said there was only one more tea time at 7 a.m. left.
Well, you know what? We're going. Hey,
we're
you're
going.
with us, dude.
Let's go,
Let's
dude.
do it. I'm looking forward to it. Mark Hales can't go. I have a family event that was planned the last minute. I'm trying to figure it out. It's all good, man. If you can't go, I mean, we'll figure it out. Drew Christensen wants to go. But you know. Mark, let me know.
Yeah, Mark.
I think, Mark, you have my number. Text me. Let me know.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it's your ticket, you have to decide who you want to give it to. We're not in the business of being biased or Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool, Mark. There will be other events. Mark's
You're damn right. There's going to be other events.
Mark's phenomenal. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Let's see. Big Bad Brass Balls gives us $2. Man, I got gas. See you at Bucked Up tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Looking forward to it. Probably right at 12:30. I'll be at Bucked Up in American Fork, Auto Mall Drive, for their warehouse sale. Come join me. It is the sale of the year. Callum Von Moger, world famous fitness athlete, will be there. The guy is unbelievable. Naperville Bears. The only way I go to RSL is if it's free. This would have been my first game. I am not happy.
Damn.
Well,
sorry, brother.
At least we get to golf with you on Tuesday. You guys don't know, but Chris Karn's kind of a big deal. Even when he names himself Naperville Bears, which at some point we got to talk about. Big Daddy Magic says, give it to Tanner. Tanner doesn't want it. Mark 324, George Kliavkoff will take the ticket. He ain't got anything else to do.
Better send those refunds.
Journeyman Southwest. When did you guys start playing golf? What has been your best round? I shot
You had a 33?
I had a 33 was my 30
on 9?
Yeah, something like that.
Like 33-ish. My best round is 37, 38, I think.
It depends on the day. Today we played at Canyons up in Park City, and
I don't beat around the bush. Canyons is a beautiful course. That said, you miss. Like, if you miss a shot, you're paying for it.
It is not an easy course.
Yeah, it's not an easy course.
It's not,
you know.
but I will tell you it's worth it. It's worth it. And I think, and I'll put some video of my drives up. Like the 10th hole is the greatest drive in your entire golf life.
Yes, it is.
The 10th hole off the, in all seriousness, we play off the black tees, which is the longest. I think Canyons is 6,000 yards from the black tees.
Yes.
And the 10th hole is...
It's got to be 550.
5 something?
Yeah.
Today, I hit it, and I hit a high fade. Went into the fairway on the 7th. Something like that. 7th or 8th, I can't remember. Hit it over a house to get back into the 10th. Hit it over the 10th green. Chipped on. 2-putted. That green is... really difficult.
Yeah.
The greens at Canyons are they're professional grade greens.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're
I
just
love them.
tough.
They're just tough.
They're tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know.
But I have to say, the fairways, like the way the rough is cut, like it's a beautiful course. And by the way, tomorrow is the first time we'll get to play 18 out there. So we're gonna play some holes tomorrow that we have not yet experienced.
Yeah, I agree. Maury Alvarez, excuse me, it's Kliavkoff, please.
Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you for the clarification there. We need to not get off the nomenclature.
You know. It is what it is. Tom Dean, Pac-12 needs the super chat money more than the Monty Show does.
Bro, that's cold, bro.
But it's not like right now the Pac-12 is broke. I mean, you're making $35 million a year, I think, per school right now. I mean, the problem is the New Deal, even in the best case scenario, doesn't include USC and UCLA. So you're down from 12 to 10.
Yeah.
And let's say you expand with Tulane and San Diego State.
Yeah.
What does that do for you? Not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot. The state of Utah is Big 12 country, JW says. And he already is using my...
That's so clutch. That is so clutch.
He's already using me as a bicycle kicker for an avatar.
Do you know how fast he would have had to screenshot that?
Dude, that's amazing.
That is well done, sir.
Ron Nolan, Jakey Two Holes doesn't beat around the bush.
Nope, not at all, sir.
Hiscock.
That's going to live
Hiscock.
forever. Big Daddy Magic, June 10th, I'll be at Independent Pro Wrestling show. What's the grandson in meeting Wii legend Gangle? Okay.
And his name is John C.
I mean, you let us know how that goes for you. Curtis Kirkham, ACC got 37.9 to 41.3 for 2022. They did. Behind the Big 12. I think the number in the Pac-12 is 37 million, but I'm not sure. I promise you I will go look that up. But I'm pretty sure that's the number. You know. Luke Fletcher, Utah president, still got a ways to go. He did. Okay, there you go. Appreciate you sending me that. Luke Fletcher sent an article from Heartland.
Yeah.
Who I read every day. Heartland collegesports.com. Good website if you're a college sports fan. Yeah. Listen, you guys, I mean, the equity position in the Pac-12 is not good.
Yeah.
Even in a really bad grant of rights, the ACC is going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is, in my opinion. I just think you're in one of those positions where no matter what you do, it's going to be very difficult for you to win.
Absolutely.
It is. Canyons Golf is the official golf course of the Monty Show. A lot of people in the comments asked earlier. Everybody's DMing me now. It is parkcitymountain.com. Parkcitymountain.com. Click on golf. You can book a tee time right there. Tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. Ask for Darren Ingram. He is. I saw Darren today.
Dude's a stud.
When we were up there, he's a really good dude. He's a veteran of the United States military. Make sure you shout him out for that. And then ask him to help you with your swing. And he is one of the great teaching professionals in the state of Utah.
Yeah.
So make sure you give him a shout out. We'll be there tomorrow morning, apparently, with Dallin Sproul.
Yes.
At 7 o'clock. Let's hook that up. Where do you want to go here, Jake? We could go NBA. You want to go NBA? I want to talk about this Diamond Sports Group thing because I think this is actually related to the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about this week? The Diamond Sports Group, who operates the Bally Sports regional networks, refused to pay the San Diego Padres TV contract, and the rights immediately reverted back to Major League Baseball. Bally Sports in Arizona said, yeah, we're not going to pay the Padres. Or in San Diego said, we're not going to pay the Padres.
Yeah.
This is essentially what is happening in Arizona as well.
Yeah.
And I think this is why the Suns went looking for a different deal.
Yeah.
I think this move right here is going to make it very difficult for Bally's and Diamond Sports Group to beat the Suns in their lawsuit because they're suing the Suns because the Suns left their Bally's contract.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, these TV deals have been kind of going crazy, and I think that the RSN setup has obviously been suffering, and I think that the Padres are the latest victim, and I'm not sitting here saying certainly that the Padres are in some worse off or horrible position because their rights are now with Major League Baseball, but it would be ideal if your TV deal, executed for you. And that's why I say I just keep going back to this concept of, dude, RSNs, grants of rights, like all this huge big picture setup stuff is archaic. Like everyone's situation is different. And that's why I think it's tough when you're trying to sell a grant of rights to UW and Oregon when, they should be getting more money versus a Cal. Like everyone's situation is different. So the Padres, obviously now their rights are with Major League Baseball. And my whole point here is that the Padres, or I guess Major League Baseball, should handle it on a case-by-case basis. So each organization, each Pac-12 team should have the opportunity to sell their media rights to whoever the hell they want to sell them to. And yeah, if the four corner schools, to use that cute little nomenclature, want to work together to offer a package deal, fine. Like, let the business happen. Like, let them mingle. Let them work. Let them just do what they want to do. It's not that hard, bro.
You do you.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
I agree with that. Brady Cook says, I need to come play Canyons.
You do.
And Tom Dean says, the Pac-12 distributed an average of $37 million per school. How are you the Pac-12 and you're still getting swooped?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's amazing to me.
Regularly.
It's crazy. AMAC, Pac-12 paid $37 million, but their deal is going to decrease while the Big 12's payout is only going to increase.
Facts.
I don't think there's any doubt that the Pac-12 is in trouble. I mean, we talk about it every day on this show.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't.
There's no way around it. It's just where you are.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. All right, real quick. Also, I want to talk about if you could own any professional sports franchise. Any professional sports franchise, which one would it be? Let me show you this list, you guys. You want to talk about crazy math? How's this strike you? This is a top 10 list from Forbes of the most profitable sports teams over the last 3 years. And the Dallas Cowboys are number one in the world at $1.17 billion freaking dollars.
Dude.
Number two, the New England Patriots at $623 million in profit collectively over the last 3 years. Then it's Tottenham Hotspur, mispronounced their name. Freudian slip. I was going much more with the Latin pronunciation.
Right,
my bad.
Right.
$414 million. The New York Knickerbockers. $400 million. Manchester United with David De Gea in goal. Idiot. $400 million. Houston, the Texans. $356 million, which will buy you a lot of washcloths for your hotel room.
Seriously.
Golden State Warriors, $348. Giants, $333. Lakers, $333. Manchester City. No, I'm not going to do it. $329, and the LA Rams, $318. If Jake, or excuse me, as he is known in many, many nefarious places around the globe as Jakey Two Holes, you can own any sports franchise in the world. Which one is it?
Probably an F1 team. I'd love to have an F1 team.
An F1 team.
Yeah, I'd also love to have the San Francisco Giants. The Chicago Cubs would be on that list as well. Yeah, I probably, just from a money-making standpoint, the NFL is where it's at. So, the Bears, obviously.
The Bears.
Ditka and stuff. Yeah,
Ditka.
I mean, those would be my first. Yeah, those would be my first options.
I don't think there is any doubt in my mind. It would absolutely positively be the Chicago Cubs. There's just no doubt about that. I think when I talk about my fandom, the Chicago Cubs. When I talk about making money, the Chicago Cubs. Amongst others, Chelsea Football Club would be number 2. I think the Chicago Bears would be number 3. The Bears. But I think it's the Chicago Cubs 1, Chelsea Football Club 2, and the Chicago Bears 3.
Yeah.
This obviously does not include college sports. But, I mean, if I could buy a college sports brand...
You'd be going Notre Dame, wouldn't you?
I mean, I think you would have to. You would have to, and I'd immediately get out of the ACC because, well, I'm not stupid. But I would immediately put Notre Dame in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
If I bought the Chicago Cubs, I would immediately throw Tom Ricketts and his family into the river. And then I would get rid of the Toyota signs and I would put up a Chevy sign. If I were Chelsea Football Club, I would fire Frank Lampard before his stay as interim caretaker manager was over.
Mm-hmm.
And I would bring back Jose Mourinho.
Park the bus.
The special one.
Ain't ducking no more.
And if I were the Chicago Bears, I'd actually find a quarterback who could throw the football. Pretty straightforward.
Anyone see the reports?
Stop
about
it.
C.J. Stroud?
Stop it.
Anyone see that? It turns out C.J. Stroud is doing pretty well. Turns out Davis Mills. Yeah, it turns out he got unseated by C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, he sucks.
So, yeah.
He sucks. Davis
CJ,
Mills is
you're
not
on.
good. Davis Mills is not good.
No.
C.J. Stroud will be the starter all day long, but, dude, I look at, so if you could own the San Francisco Giants, your first move immediately would be,
dude,
hire Barry Bonds.
Yeah, I don't. That's tough for the Giants. They are so deep in the hole with money and with their roster. Yeah, I would probably try to get right money wise first, and then we'll see where we're at.
See, I think building an NFL team from the bottom up is much easier than building a baseball team.
Totally agree.
Because
totally agree.
I think baseball teams, you have to have a minor league system.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I think you have to hire baseball people.
Yeah.
I think in the NFL, you've got to have a defensive line, an offensive line, and a quarterback. You give me those three things, done. We're going to the playoffs, done. Offensive line, defensive line, and a quarterback,
Yes,
done.
absolutely.
Go into the playoffs. I can go get me DeAndre Hopkins to play wide receiver. I can, there's a bunch of stuff I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I am not investing in a running back. It's easy. Now, an organization like Chelsea Football Club, an English Premier League team, I think that's far more difficult.
Get a striker who actually stays with you for more than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Naperville Bears says the tips at Talent is 7,096.
Oh, my God.
Ain't nobody got time for that. That is a long course. We'll play it on Tuesday.
Yeah, what do you guys sidebar conversation? I mean, what do most people play? Do most people
do you guys play the Blacks?
What do most people play?
I play the Blacks because I can outdrive most people.
Mm-hmm.
When the driver's right, I'm between 260, 270.
I wonder how much it would affect your score playing the Blues.
Oh, significantly.
Yeah.
Significantly. Because every one of your chips is a little bit shorter. Every one of your iron shots.
Yeah.
We were talking about this at Mountain View Country Club the other day, Mountain View Golf Course.
Yeah.
I hit a drive out to about 160 from the green. If I'd have hit that from the whites or the blues, dude, that would have been under 100 yards. That would have been a pitching wedge. Because if I'm under 100 yards in, I'm hitting a pitching wedge. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
Tom says the Blues. Naperville Bears says I play the Silvers at 58.74. Okay. That's respectable. CJ Vance, I play the Whites, but my driving is not far. I mean, you got to know your limitations, right?
Yeah.
When my swing is perfected, I will pretty easily surpass 300 on every drive.
Yeah.
I need to tweak my swing a little more. Lopes Van Gabe, I have no shame in playing just behind the ladies' tees. Don't have any shame.
Yeah.
Tom Dean says he'd buy the Kansas City Chiefs. Tom says he'd buy Matt Ritson, buy Pac-12 conference for $1.99.
There you go. Nice little equity play.
Why would you overpay?
See what he did there. So $1.99 is too expensive. Why would you overpay?
Yeah. Tom says the Blues. You mean Chelsea?
Dude, we played with a guy today. Dude. Bro, we played with somebody today.
Okay, listen. There's nothing better than being a shitty golfer and like myself and playing with somebody who's not on your level.
Because it's garbage.
Now, I'm not... I am no Tiger Woods.
Right.
I'm a 15 handicap.
Mm-hmm.
I improve my lies. If my ball is buried, if I am on an uphill lie and 5 feet in front of me, there's a flat, I'm going to the flat.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm buried in the rough, I'm going to sit it up on top of the grass. This dude was like, yeah, I bought these clubs 2 days ago. I've taken lessons. I mean, that dude, on 9, he probably shot in the 70s.
Easily.
Can't drive. I was out driving him by 50, 60 yards. I can't imagine having to play 50 or 60 more yards per hole. Jesus. Yeah, time. Like Karn said, do you know how much more time 50 to 60 yards a hole is?
Yeah.
We drove, there's one hole, and I can't remember the holes by number now, but there's a hole where I pulled out a 7-iron. You have to hit it over. You can see the flag, but you have to pretty much play a fade into this green.
Yeah.
Jake and I both drove the green. This guy's 75 yards short of the green.
Yeah. Using a 6-iron.
Dude, I'm telling you.
From the Blues.
I'm telling you, man.
170 yards. hit an 8-iron, beautiful shot, right on the green. Same for you. My guy's out here playing from the blues with a 6.
Yeah,
can't get there.
we're playing the blacks. He's playing the blues.
He just couldn't get there. I don't know, man.
I'm hitting from the blacks 50, 60 yards past him when he's teeing off from the blues.
And like he had a good attitude and stuff, but it was just like, dude, like there's this one hole of Canyons where there's some water in the middle that you got to hit over, and they're doing some renovations and stuff, so there's some construction. And this dude, he teed off, and like I'm saying, he hit 4 shots before you even got to the dog leg on the hole. Like,
and I lost that. That was a 280-yard drive for me. Yeah. I lost it left, found it in the rough, picked it up out of the rough, carried it to the short rough, and hit a
hybrid.
No, I hit a 3 that was miserable.
Yeah.
Hit a 3 that was miserable.
Yeah.
Hit it onto the cart path, had to take a drop. The last 2 holes today, I just lost everything left. It was infuriating.
Yeah.
It was absolutely infuriating the last 2.5 holes. And the 9th, and really it's the 18th, our 9th hole today is a nice 150-yard drive off right to an easy green. Pulled it way left.
Elevated tee box to a lower green, iron shot.
Just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Brandon Butler says, I would buy the Doyers.
That's another good one, dude.
I loved it. I would love to own the Dodgers.
Yep.
I would love to own the Dodgers. Brandon Butler says, which markers depends on who I'm playing with. There's some of that. Lopes fan Gabe said, I got no pride, but does that mean it's the whites? Yeah. The ladies, I think, is the reds.
Yeah. At Canyons, that's the ladies is reds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Roger Sales, who's going to join us at RSL next week. At your level, you should play the blues. Courses want you to play fast, but that's in LA. I mean, I don't even disagree with that. I almost feel like the blues for me are cheating.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that they're cheating. I mean, the blues at Canyons are only 10, 20 yards forward. It's not like they're, I mean, I'm not suggesting we should play the blues, but like, there are some, like I love playing Canyons. It is a great course. There are some drives where you got to be tactical. You really got to think about, okay, if I hit driver here, I know my chances of missing go up. Yeah. So should I hit a long iron? Should I hit a 3-wood? Like what, and that's the beautiful thing about playing the blacks is like you at least get some breathing room off the driver sometimes.
I don't disagree with that. Brady Cook, I play the blues. Tom Dean, he ain't no double hole.
Yeah.
Jeremy Callahan, there's a hole. CJ Vance says, I'm really self-conscious playing with other people other than my set group.
I played well today with Buddy.
You did? With Buddy. You did, but you hate hitting around other people.
Well, the first time I just had never played with anybody else but you.
So these two bros rolled up on us on the 8th and 9th?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and Jake's like, damn.
Just started playing like trash after I was having a good round. And now I'm getting my 3-wood figured out a little bit. So, like, that's really helped. I had this one shot today where, I hit it over this water and it was kind of close, but I made it and that felt beautiful. Good.
Brady Cook, I play with guys that are way better than me, but I just enjoy playing and getting better.
Yeah.
I am too competitive. I think I should hit a hole-in-one on every swing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten better about it, but yeah, Giggity, exactly right. Golf is such a bipolar sport. One swing you love the game, the next swing you don't know why you're out there.
Yeah.
I have said to myself, what am I doing here? Maury Alvarez, 344. Let's keep it up, everyone. Let's get to 400. Is that likes? Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
347.
Wow.
Let's
nice
go.
Nice job today. Wow.
Let's go. Appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Always appreciate that. Let's see. Big Bad Brass Balls. Man, I got gas. See you at Bucked Up tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
Let's go, baby.
I am excited to see you guys at Bucked Up. Do not forget the sale at Bucked Up. Let's see. Jansen will get back to you. Jansen just cannot wait for information.
Yeah, Jansen's about it, dude.
Jansen cannot wait. Mark Hales, come on, bro. Are you serious? Mark Hales says that he has to choose between us and making his wife happy.
Look here, man.
Make your wife happy.
I guess we'll see you another day, bro.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll gift your ticket. It's fine. Gary, same. I am mad competitive, and if someone plays with me, I'm trying to outshoot you. See, I don't do that with Jake. Jake and I are at the point where I think we're pretty even.
We're
pretty even.
When I'm out there, I don't care if I have a horrible hole. What I care about is if I miss a shot that I feel like is in my skill set that I should make. So like this, my 6-iron is my best club. It's my most reliable. It's my go-to. If I need to get out of something, I'd love to hit a 6-iron. But if I hit my 6 and I lose it right, or I lose it left, or I just miss it, whatever, that's what pisses me off. I'm not a good putter, so I'm good. Like today, like most of my holes today were 2 over par. That's pretty much where I live right now because I'm not a good putter yet. So you figure, okay, if I can keep playing my irons good, if I can improve my driving a little bit, maybe I pick up a couple strokes there, right? If I can put myself in a better position off the tee, I know my irons are strong, and then if I can improve my putting, I'm in a good place. So the thing is it just doesn't ruin my stuff. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool. I don't go out there expecting to shoot 35 at Canyons because I know it's tougher.
But you know what? It's funny. I was going to bring this up, and somebody's texting me about what I wear when I golf.
Mm-hmm.
I much prefer to wear golf attire.
Yes.
I much prefer to wear I have a lot of golf shorts. I'm not the guy that rolls up in like a workout outfit to go golf. I'm not. Now, if I'm playing mulligans in South Jordan or like some par 3, okay, fine. But today I wore like really nice Callaway golf shorts. I had on, I always play in sleeves because of the sun.
Yeah.
But had on sleeves, had on a golf vest. Like, I love dressing well to play golf.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's just me. Conundrum. Golf is like bowling, only outdoors. Very frustrating. I'm actually learning how to deal with that frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. Kurt Myers says 10-0 casuals. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Lee Jensen, wish I could go tomorrow, but because I need some bucked up products. They're open 8 to 4, dude.
Yeah, you don't have to go in the 12 to 1 window.
Yeah, the warehouse sale, the bucked up warehouse sale is 8 to 4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, you guys, it is going to be unbelievable. And if you can't go, I'm bummed for you dudes, because it really really is a special event. And having Callum Von Moger there and having the ability to enjoy their deep discounts, having the ability to, to be able to take advantage of one of the best local businesses in the country, bros, I'm telling you that it is, in my mind, it is absolutely worth it to go. To Bucked Up tomorrow, their warehouse sale, it's in American Fork. There's the address, 781 Automall Drive, American Fork, 84003. They're giving away mystery gift boxes, $5 Bucked Up t-shirts, crazy deals on Bucked Up products. It's going to be amazing. The Bucked Up warehouse sale tomorrow in American Fork. We'll be there about noon 30. And I'm looking forward to Callum Von Moger. I love the guy. He was supposed to come in studio this week. It didn't work out. We got to get him on the show because that guy's story. If you are not inspired by Callum Von Moger, I don't know.
You're not alive, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. But by the way, in the description below, make sure you guys hook it up and get the free samples. There's free buck bars and free buckshot samples in the description below. Hook it up. Bucked Up, the official energy product, energy supplier.
Yeah.
Energy supplier of the Monty Show. All right, we got about 25, 30 minutes left. We got to talk about this drone thing.
Yeah, dude.
Before we get to National Donut Day and Jake being an idiot about movies, Jakey Two-Hole sent me a story last night.
Dude.
I love that names. I'm so glad I came up with it. Jakey Two-Hole sent me a story last night. So tell the story, paint the picture.
Yeah, so you know how the U.S. military has drones, right? Like these bigger, not like camera drones, like this kind of a drone right here.
It's called a Reaper drone for a reason.
Reaper drone.
Because they come for the
So the U.S. military, of course, because why wouldn't they, is working on using AI to make the drone more intelligent. So they were in a training program and they were driving or flying the drone, and the drone proceeded to kill the instructor flying the drone. And then, to make matters worse, the drone said, hey, by the way, even though I just killed you, now, I'm going to go and blow up the comm system that reports back to base that you're dead. That way I can go and complete my fake mission.
Jesus.
So, classic hashtag Skynet. Let's go, dude. Like, I don't know what this is, dude.
This drone takes control of itself, murders the operator, and then murders the communication system to tell people that the operator's been murdered by the drone.
Fucking America.
I'm telling you guys, and I know everybody ripped me last time we talked about AI.
Yeah.
Totally get it. If you think AI is good, I think you crazy, man. You're crazy. You are absolutely crazy.
Goddamn mind.
I think AI is going to be the end of our civilization.
I think AI has very bite-sized application that's safe.
Bite-size
Adobe. So Adobe.
Bite-size application.
Yeah. So Adobe, roll in their suite, has rolled out AI so that when you're cutting a video, it'll cut the music or cut your video on beat with music for you, or like little tasks like that, like AI writing resumes or AI doing menial tasks that can save us some time.
The problem is with like Chat GPT writing your resume, it's already full of shit, and then you use Chat GPT, it's going to be more.
Hey, Ja, how is that Chat GPT apology working out for you, bro?
That's it. We don't ask people to do work anymore. We don't. And now you're telling me that this drone murdered the drone operator and then destroyed the comm system to tell people that it murdered the operator. Come on.
So that it could go, it said that it needed to complete its mission, even though the mission was fake, but it doesn't know that. I'm telling you.
No.
AI is dangerous, bro. People will die and are dying.
Greg Hawkins, who is going to RSL versus NYFC.
Yeah, does Greg know
weekend.
that? Did he just show up?
I believe Greg and I were texting, yes.
Oh, okay.
Gary says that drone Ultron, exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Gary also says, see you next week, Greg. Let's go. Jeremy Callahan, time to call in T800. Yep. John Soper is going to be a complete jerk. Distance with a 5-iron, which by the way, all of you people who told me to get hybrids, I can't hit a hybrid to save my life. Distance with a 5-iron, 140, 50-50 yard, 50-50 yard course length. 150 to 5,400. What do you mean, man?
Okay, first of all, this is a discussion in golf as a sidebar that I hate. Oh, stock yardages mean that's all the club can do. That's just simply not true.
Mm-mm.
Like a 6-iron, I can get a 6 that go probably 170, 180. No problem. No problem. Like over a Mulligan's. What is it? The 5th hole, the wall hole?
Yeah.
It's 220.
Oh my God. Jake put it on the front edge of the green.
Yeah. So like you can hit. You got to get it, and you got to hit it flush, and you got to get absolutely every ounce out of the iron you can.
You got to get after it.
But you can do it.
God, that shot pissed me off so bad.
I was like, yeah.
Okay, so this hole at Mulligan's Golf Course in South Jordan.
So it's you, me, Mrs. Monty, and the girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
It's the 4 of us.
And I pull out a 3-wood, and all the girls immediately bow down.
Right.
Different story.
Can you measure it?
Sorry, my bad. Anyway, I pulled out my 3-wood, and I hit about a 250-yard high fade to the right.
Yeah, it was nice.
Chipped down to the green. It was great.
Yeah, it was nice.
Jake pulls out a 6-iron and drops 225 yards worth of a bomb onto the front lip of the green. I'm like over here stroking my 3-wood for all it's worth. And dude's like, yeah, I'm just going to hit a 6 here. And he's that guy. Jake, Jake's the types of dude that's like, oh, you're pulling out a 3-wood. And you're like, yeah, what's the problem? I'm hitting a 6. Oh, you've got driver. I'm hitting a pitching wedge.
Yeah.
Fat ass.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of dudes we talking about with Jakey Tool. Oh, you're pulling out a wood. I think I'll hit a 6. Maybe
did I not
6.
say to you today?
You know, that wind is kind of, yeah, let's knock that down. Nah, no 6.
Yeah.
Let's go 7.
Bro, does PXG make a 3-iron?
Yes. I need to get out of the hybrid. I can't hit a hybrid. I can't.
They do. Yes, they do. All day.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they make a
dude.
full set. I can't. Roger Dodger. I discovered a 7 wood in the 90s and then went to hybrids. The best. I need to learn how to hit hybrids. Naperville Bears. Monty, on Monday, the first person to donate 25 membership gets my tickets to RSL.
There you go. Hey, Chris, need you to show up on Monday, though, and reiterate that because I don't want to forget.
The first person on Monday to donate 25 memberships gets Chris's tickets
And by the way,
to RSL.
By the way, that could happen before the show starts. Just saying.
Anytime you want.
Like, once we post the show and it's there you go.
Nice pitch by Zach Wheeler. Greg Hawkins, I hit my 5-iron 190 yards pretty consistently. If I want to go 150, then I use an 8 or a 9.
See, Greg's my guy.
Yeah.
Greg gets it.
Totally agree.
Yeah, Greg gets it.
Totally agree. Can't wait to see y'all next week for the game, too. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We got to get out on
course, bro. We got to play around, dude.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
Roger Hendricks says Monty and his side chick. I knew somebody was going to say that when you said that. Tom Dean, you, me, Mrs. Monty, and the girlfriend. Mrs. Monty has a girlfriend? She does. 2 words, waterbed.
Waterbed.
Gary says that drone needs to call the advocate. So anyway, this drone, listen, bros. If you see a Reaper drone,
run.
Don't run because you dead anyway. If you, hey, nice traffic. If you see this, just kneel down and
it's over.
I'm telling you, man. Just okay.
God bless.
Peace out, yo, because it's over. It's over.
Yeah, you said a little prayer for. You said a prayer on the tee boxes today.
So little dude that we were playing with, buddy.
Yeah.
We're on. We're on the 6th tee.
Yeah. Beautiful hole, driver tee, amazing.
And you can see the flag. It's one of those driver holes where you can see the flag. And I said, you know what? I'm driving the green right here. PXG Gen 6 driver. Let's whip it out.
And the funny thing is, I believed it. I was like, yeah, dude, you got this all day. No problem. Yeah.
And I smoked it.
Yeah. Great drive.
I smoked it. But before I said, in the name of the Father, the Son, and Jack Nicklaus, because those people in that house very well may die right now.
In God's name, image, and likeness.
That there was a house down the left corner.
Yeah.
So like the green kind of, there's a small turn, like you up the fairway and it turns left into the green.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, there's like condos, right? Rev Gen condos.
Yeah.
I stepped up on that tee box and I
dude.
And I smoked it. A little short of the green. I missed it right, so it was a little short. And then absolutely tanked the chip.
Yeah, the chip was a little rough.
Because the green is elevated and the fairway's a little lower, so I went to chip. And the greens at Canyons, you have to be precise, and it rolled to the back. It didn't roll off.
It didn't roll off. Rolled to the back. Yeah.
Nice, but I hit a nice little lag putt, 2-putted it.
Yeah.
Took a 4.
But that was just funny that you did that on the tee box. Yeah.
Sometimes I need God to take the driver out of my hands.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It is. The Reaper will make you bless up.
Dude, you're not
bless
even
up,
lying,
Steph.
dude. You are not lying,
I don't like drones. I don't want autonomous drones. I don't want autonomous cars. I don't like self-driving cars. I don't think you should be able to sleep in your Tesla while it drives you to work. Like, nah, dude. Nah. Drone, did you order the code red? Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
This is a code 10 abort.
You're welcome. Tom Dean, new rule of thumb, don't put AI in anything that I can pick up and smash against the wall. Dude, AI will come back for you. Viper, how do you donate memberships?
Oh.
I believe you hit the $sign.
Yeah.
I believe
you little dark horse to get the ticket on Monday?
The $sign, and you can donate memberships.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. Hit the $sign.
I believe
and it'll give you the option.
I believe you can.
Yeah.
Correct. I cannot donate memberships to myself, so I can't tell you. That Reaper makes you bless up. It does. Steve Mayer, Kansas and Iowa State AAU. They are, correct. Kurt Myers, Jesus, take the club. Please do, because people are going to die. Conundrum, AI coming to a golf course near you. I wonder how long until we have the ability for top tracer on every golf hole.
It should be on every golf cart.
I'm telling you.
You should be able to pull up behind the tee box, set up the top tracer, let's go.
And it'll tell you, hey, where's your ball? Right here. Drive this way. Iowa State gave up their AAU.
Okay, we're not getting into a conversation about Iowa State AAU membership, dude.
No. Formula for length of course you should play for USGA. Hit a 5-iron 160 yards. You should play a course 5750. Gotcha.
Got it. Okay.
Does Chris... Naperville Bears, does Jakey Two Holes know that movie? Can he handle the truth?
Yes, I know.
Do you know what movie is it?
I just can't remember the name, dude.
Oh my God!
I can't remember the name. A Few Good Men.
Screw you, because you looked it up.
No, I didn't.
Yes, it is A Few Good Men. You're goddamn right, I did.
Yeah, it's a classic performance.
I'm going back to my base.
Yeah, okay, you're going to a jail cell.
This is a code 10 abort.
All right, before we get out of here, let's talk about how crappy Interstellar is. Jake said something stupid today. Oh, I know, it's shocking, right?
You.
So Jakey Two Holes over here is like, oh, Interstellar's an amazing movie. Greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, it's on my favorite movie list.
It's a good movie, but let's get this out of the way.
It's not just a good movie.
It is a good movie, yes.
Nope.
How does it compare to The Godfather? Oh, wait.
Okay, you always hang that over my head, but you dude.
You have no reason to watch The Godfather.
No.
It's just ball breaking. How good is Interstellar? Because Jake's like, you've never even seen it. I'm like, yeah, I have. He starts telling me, I'm like, yeah, he's behind the bookshelf talking to his kid. Right? It's a good movie. It's not Inception. I think Inception's a better movie.
Dude, I disagree.
You think Interstellar's better than Inception?
Yes. It's more powerful. Yes.
Wow. Conceptually, they're both equally amazing. I think the acting and the stunt work and the cinematography in Inception makes it a better movie. I think both scripts are really well done.
Christopher Nolan's signature is on So if you go on YouTube after the show, Grum, and you just YouTube search Christopher Nolan's signature shots, it changes the way you watch the movie, and it makes you appreciate the cinematography so much more.
Yes.
Like, once you understand the behind-the-back shot and, like, just the work that they're doing, it makes you appreciate it more. But the first time... So the reason I have Interstellar on my list as one of my favorite movies of all time is because the first time I ever watched it, and I've probably seen it, like, 3 or 4 times now, the first time I ever watched it, I was just like, wow. Like, this thing moved me, dude. Like, with Inception, I was like, yeah, that's a damn good movie. Love it. Like, so out there visually, like a concept I never would have thought of, dreams within dreams, and, like, it's just an amazing movie. But Interstellar, for me, was just because the thing with Interstellar is the concept of time. And just how valuable time is within someone's life.
But isn't that what Inception is?
If you want it to be. That's not how I took it.
Okay. I think Interstellar's a good movie. A really good movie.
Yeah.
Dark Knight or Interstellar?
Oh, The Dark Knight is goated. Yeah. Dark Knight's
a better movie.
It's a better movie, yeah.
Gladiator or Interstellar?
Gladiator. Yeah.
Gladiator's a better movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The Dark Knight or Gladiator?
Gladiator.
Ooh, it's close.
Yeah, it's close. The thing with Gladiator is Russell Crowe is just such a stud, dude.
He is.
Just such a stud. Yeah.
He is. Let's see. Greg Hawkins gives us $10 to say thanks for the RSL invite. Support the Monty Show. Oh,
appreciate you, dude.
You got yourself there, man. I really appreciate it. Ron Nolan, Interstellar, great movie. Alice in Wonderland, better. Alice in Wonderland is so...
Yeah.
I feel like you love that movie or you hate it. C. Kaufman, haven't seen either of those movies.
See, that's... And then you want to give me a bag of crap over The Godfather.
Dude, you got to see Interstellar and Inception. I think you have to. Boyd Lake, Interstellar is amazing. Actually shows how God can do his thing.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing conversationally about Interstellar. There's a lot of different ways you can take it and interpret it, as you can with Inception and several of Christopher Nolan's movies. But I don't know. I just Interstellar was different for me.
Wow. Have you watched it naked? All right, let's move on. Roger Dodger, Inception, is that a football movie? Oh, you guys have not seen Inception. Have people here really not seen Inception? Oh, my God. C. Kaufman, Gladiator was a good movie. I think I could argue it's the best movie of my lifetime.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
And the director's cut of Gladiator is even better, in my opinion.
Cyclone Steve, if you talk for 20 minutes about how many holes are in a straw, you can talk about ISU over... Who talked 20 minutes about how many holes are in a straw? Yes, we had it, but the priority in medical schools, not vet schools, so we left. Okay.
Why is it relevant? Like, what?
I just don't think it means that you can... Well, I can't join that conference. Conference affiliation is quite literally not in the criteria for AAU.
Yeah.
I think we get lost in these conversations. I do. Alias Gray. Al Gray. Al.
Yeah.
Work with me, man. I think Inception and Interstellar are remarkably similar, just different angles about the pursuit of truth.
Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from on that.
Totally
I can
agree.
totally see that angle, yeah.
Jeremy Callahan, Interstellar is okay. The thing is the greatest. Stop. Cyclone Steve, and Interstellar was great. Okay, good. All of us in AAU can agree on that. Kickity, on Cyclone Steve, are you not entertained?
Yeah, come on, dude. Be better.
Monty owes a ribeye. I saw Jakey two holes carved into the bathroom stall wall at the mall.
I haven't been to a mall in I don't know how long, dude.
When's the last time you guys were at the mall? I've been to a mall. And Tom Dean saw Inception in a thing called a movie theater. Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is, so yeah.
I miss going to the movies. Mrs. Monty and I love going to the movie. LV Seminole, Strength and Honor. Strength and Honor.
Would you, Quintus?
Would I? The time for... No, I'm not doing... No, we're not doing Gladiator lines.
I want...
Then have him kill Commodus!
I want it.
Okay, I feel better.
Do you feel better?
I don't. Boyd Lake... When you watch Interstellar, turn the sound up. Typical of some...
Yes.
Dark Knight.
Yes.
Dark Knight.
Yes.
You ought to know. You bought it.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's all part of the plan.
Tenet is also another time-based Nolan film. Yes,
That movie, I just didn't understand the... I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It was a little too complex for me.
The Leonardo DiCaprio... outdoor movie.
Oh, yes. I know.
can't remember
I
the
know
name
what
of
movie
it.
you're talking about.
Where he almost dies from exposure, and him and I think Tom Hardy is in that movie. That movie is that movie.
The Revenant.
The Revenant. Oh my God.
That was an intense movie. Is that a
Jesus.
Nolan film?
I don't know. I don't think The Revenant's a Nolan film. Could be wrong. Revenant, Boyd Lake says yes. Revenant, Giggity says yes. The soundtrack in Interstellar is undefeated, in my opinion. It's very good.
Yeah.
But that's...
But again, Inception, though, dude. The Inception soundtrack is all-timer. Yeah, all-timer. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's a great soundtrack, but it is not a blueberry cake donut.
Oh, dude.
Do you guys want to know how not fat anymore I am? I am not going to have a donut on National Donut Day.
It's pretty impressive.
I will have sushi tonight.
Yeah.
Favorite donut? Go.
Traditional. Yeah, traditional donut. Or old-fashioned. I said traditional. Old-fashioned donut. Absolute favorite. Then the maple bar, then the blueberry.
Guy, dude, the maple bar is fucking Godfather. What is it with you and maple bars?
Why can't I have a maple bar, dude? What's the problem?
Why? Fat? Why can't I have a son who's like, oh, dude, Boston cream all day long. Raspberry filled all day, little sugar on.
I don't
dude,
like cream
I am
filled.
here.
I'm Jakey Two Holes. I don't like cream filled. I'm just saying. Like, I don't like cream filled.
Do you hear the things you say?
I don't like
Oh,
cream
yeah, I
filled.
do. Yeah. Mhm.
Don't call me Al Pacino. I don't like cream filled,
Maple
bro.
bars, that's not a donut. It's not. Like
It is.
No, it sucks. Yeah, it's a donut, and it sucks.
Okay.
And it sucks. I don't like your obsession. Why not just get a Bear Claw, man?
Because I'm not a Bear Claw guy.
I know you're a Maple Bar guy.
Yeah.
I deserve better.
You see, I'm a guy of simple taste.
Right? Like I deserve just one time will you say, "Well, hey, what's your favorite donut?" Chocolate Long John. Oh my man, let's go, bro. Let's go. Why Maple Bar?
Okay, Maple Long John.
Shut up. You say hurtful things.
Uh-huh.
Stay hard.
I don't know. I just hate Maple Bars with a passion.
Okay.
Yes, Roger Sale, Maple Bar, Maple Bacon Bar.
Cougar Tail.
Cougar Tail. I knew you were going to say Cougar Tail.
Yeah.
Greg Hawkins, cream-filled donuts are too much, too rich.
I'm not
I
doing
agree.
it, dude. I'm not doing it.
Kurt Meyer.
Thank you. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, sir.
Kurt Myers, I'm with 2 holes. Cyclone Steve, they stopped making maple glazed at Krispy Kreme. Thank goodness. You know, if you go to Krispy Kreme and the lights on, you get a free donut. C. Kaufman, fresh glazed donuts. Yes. Monty O's a ribeye. Boston cream is good. Maple bars are for Canadians. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Tom Dean. Bear Claw. Giggity. Best donut place around Draper.
Teddy.
Starlight Donuts, probably. Dude, you can't go wrong. There's a ton of them.
Yeah, there's so many.
There's a ton. Krispy Kreme. Okay.
It's mid. You know what you're getting, but
There's
it's
a
not
Krispy
great.
Kreme around there. Is Krispy Kreme a good donut?
Yes, but it's not like, oh my God, I got to go back. It's not Interstellar, but it'll do. Like, it's not on that level.
Your favorite movie of all time?
The Dark Knight. Yeah, The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
You redeemed yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
I am going to say, if I can only have one donut.
The blueberry is tough to beat.
The blueberry
I have to
cake
say,
donut's
dude,
the
It is
donut.
tough to beat.
Blue cheese filled bacon maple bar.
All right, that's it.
Where's the block button?
Yeah,
Block button?
What are we doing?
Block button.
What are we doing?
Block button. No hole, not a donut.
Wait, does a donut have 2 holes?
Shut up.
Top
James.
and bottom?
Stop it. Hi, man. Is it a donut?
Guys.
If it's got 2 holes, isn't it a Jake? It's not a donut.
He's just a hack.
How many holes in a straw? And which
I don't
hole?
know.
The
Ask
left
your
or the
mom.
right? Which side? How many sides does a straw have? I mean, you be the judge. Kurt Myers, Lehigh Bakery. LV Seminole, Krispy Kreme is adequate. Ooh, a new word. Adequate.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on my last 2 comments about Koff team college football play? Okay. I think
the college football playoff is good.
Yeah, good to go. All right, cool. Stop. Ribeye. Is a sliced olive a donut?
Stop it. Dude, what are you doing?
Mike Phillips, head up to Logan and get a spud nut. Yes. Tom Dean, Jake equals a straw.
Wow, that's well done. That is well done, bro.
Final comment. Viper, Monty saying maple bars suck sounds about right coming from a guy who thinks the deluxe is better than the
Thank you, Viper. That's my guy right there. Let's go.
Viper, I love you,
That's my
dude.
guy right there, bro.
Appreciate it. You guys, you're amazing. What a week. Fucking A. Great job. Appreciate
4-day
you.
week. Let's go.
You guys, as usual, you killed it. We'll see you tomorrow. If you have not, please hit the like button on the way out. Find me on Twitter and Instagram, The Monty Show, MONTY, The Monty Show. Post a lot of golf content there. Post a lot of sports content there. Tomorrow, come see me in American Fork, Bucked Up Warehouse Sale. Automall Drive in American Fork. Catch me about 12:30 to be safe. The Monty Show, as always, presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Until tomorrow, until Monday, say Maple Bar suck, Jake.
Your mom sucks, Jake.
Bye-bye.
Bye.